doesn't go up. You start saving on the first day you have the loan and every day thereafter. If you decide to move next year or rates drop further, you can exchange that loan for another without losing a dollar that was tied up in closing costs. Today's 30-year fixed-free closer rate in APR is 5.875%. So if your current mortgage rate is higher than 5.875%, give the Loan Exchange a call at 855-752-9944 or log on to theloanexchange.com. It won't cost you a thing. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Call 855-752-9944 or visit theloanexchange.com.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
The NFL playoffs are here, and it all starts with Wild Card Weekend powered by Verizon.
Man, it all comes down to this.
12 teams, 6 games, 3 days, and 1 epic weekend.
My goodness!
It's win or go home, and every moment counts on the road to Super Bowl 60.
It's a touchdown!
Wild Card Weekend powered by Verizon. January 10th through 12th. Visit watch.nfl.com for the full schedule.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Previously on the Sedano and Kap morning show.
So I walk over to the sales side yesterday, and I'm having brief conversations with everybody, and then I run into one of my favorites, a guy by the name of Kobe Walsh.
Right.
And Kobe and I have a relationship because Kobe was a long snapper at UCLA. I was a field goal kicker. We've got that specialist operation relationship between Kobe and I. And Kobe, it turns out, is really, really, really good friends with Nate Landman.
Oh, the Landman.
The Landman. Now, you may remember, back in week 1, I told you in week 1 that Nate Landman was my favorite player in the NFL. His first punch out, I said, you guys got to hear this story. This guy was born in Zimbabwe.
Isn't that where Radio Rinaldi began?
Yes, it really began with Nate Landman.
The Sedano and Kap morning show is on the air.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
My new favorite player in the NFL.
Oh.
Not for the Rams. My new favorite player in the NFL is Nate Landman. Do you guys know what Landman's background is?
No.
You guys?
I will remain quiet. Yes,
so here's the deal.
Yeah.
This guy was born in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
His father was a pro rugby player.
Yeah.
It wasn't until he was a kid that they moved to Northern California.
Danville. A little sabor.
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the widow on the radio.
Giant Mexican, horn section. And
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
give me a freaking break. Okay. So I said to Kobe Walsh yesterday, I said, hey, we really got to get Nate Landman on the show. And you know what he told me?
What?
Bergie shut him down.
Midnight in the Desert. I'm Mark Bell.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap morning show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
Bit boy.
Right now.
Monstrous. Beto, I don't want to eat that. We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
Okay.
So, Mongrels, stay tuned.
Oh, well, that's just the preseason. He's like a number 3 guy. He's going to be a special teams guy if he even makes the team.
Okay, that part.
There was none of that stuff.
Okay.
That stuff is all
that's
made
not
up
true.
nonsense.
That's not true. Kobe made that
Like,
up.
if we're going to do this, especially with Sedano tomorrow, don't put that part in.
Okay.
Don't make up stuff.
Oh, I didn't make it up.
I'm especially putting that part in now.
Here we go.
Looks like I missed some fun stuff.
7:02 in 50 seconds. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap morning show begins on this 7th of January, a wacky Wednesday.
Yeah.
So what happened, Cappy?
With what?
With Landman.
What happened with him?
I mean, what transpired after what we just heard? Like, did anything come from it?
Well, apparently, Kobe Walsh, one of our marketing consultants, my main man.
MCs.
Right. He's on the mic. Apparently, Kobe Walsh today is going to come in and explain his position. Because I really would like to have the Landman on the show. Haven't had him on all season long.
I would agree.
But according to Kobe, and this is listen, you never know what to believe in this world anymore.
Oh, well, wow. Are you calling somebody here disingenuous?
I'm just saying that I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet which side I'm on.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. The Landman side with Kobe or the Bergie producer side? Bergie got to have a producer hat on.
Bergman, what do you say? I'd like to hear more of your side of the story because I feel like the imaging really was slanted towards Kap.
It had a slant, just a slight one, just a slight slant.
Yeah.
So look, I will tell you exactly what happened, and Kobe, I would hope, would say the exact same thing. In like June, July, he kept talking to me about Nate Landman, and I was like, I have no idea who that is. And
right. Well,
right. Any of us.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It's
Nobody
fine.
knew who he was. And he just kept saying Nate Landman, and over and over again. I'm like, okay, the more you keep saying it to me, the less I'm going to watch this guy.
Wow, look at you taking that kind
Tell
of
him,
attitude.
Berg.
Now, see,
Tell him,
that
Berg.
is the issue.
That's no, keep going,
No,
Berg.
no, the issue,
So
like,
far, you're
we-
in great shape.
No, because that's where Kobe's really got you.
Oh, it's fine. It was also, again, June, July, and we're having a back and forth joking conversation. And so then he never talked about bringing him on, anything like that. I was just like, I don't want to hear about him. But then I have a text. From September 7th that says, Nate Landman with the play of the game. I was so excited about it early on in September 7th. So at that point, it is what it is.
Wait, but that text was from who?
Me. I sent that to Kobe on September 7th.
That was an important detail.
Yeah.
We didn't know that.
I had to go back and look for where it was.
So what did you say now that we know it was from you? What did you say?
I said Nate Landman with the play of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, yeah. Like, funny you say that, because we had that whole back and forth. So he was really excited and thought he was going to be great. And he turned out to be absolutely right. I just had never heard of the guy in July.
Now, yesterday...
But we should have heard of him in August, right? When they were playing preseason games and he was knocking balls out.
I mean, he wasn't a big. I don't think he was the full-time starter. I don't remember.
Oh,
I don't remember. In August.
I did 2 preseason games and we called his name like 6,000 times in the game, including turnovers.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't watch preseason games.
You don't have to.
Well, that's probably part of your problem then.
Well, but also, I then said to him, I went to him later on. I was like, oh, you should definitely have him on. Let's get him on the show sometime. You're friends
This was in September.
In September, yes.
Okay, so now I've got 2 parts of this. And then I know we've got top of the hour integrity. I want to talk about the Lakers from last night. Kobe Walsh will join us at 8:23. It says here, because Cappy, we don't do loose teases like loose stools. We do tight teases.
Okay.
So at 8:20-ish, Kobe Walsh will come on in to explain his side. And hopefully this will give away. The only reason we're having Kobe on is that hopefully we get Nate Landman on at some point in the playoff run.
That'd be great.
2 parts of this. I had heard some of the conversation yesterday that Kobe said we should have him on at training camp, and Bergie shut that down. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I think we should ask Kobe, and I thought that kind of came up on the air. Second part is, why didn't we have him on in October?
When we knew he was good.
We knew he was good. We had already talked about him quite a bit.
I mean, that was not – I never had that conversation about having him on or not having him on. And, yes, in training camp, I did say no. I was like, I don't know who that guy is. Who is that guy? Why would we have him on?
So Kobe did offer him to come on the air then?
I don't know if he offered him. He's like, you should get him – we should have him on. It was not a, hey,
but obviously we're at training camp, so it's easy. They just walk right over.
Right. So during training camp, we can ask for people. So when we ask for guys, we ask for Puka Nacua and Matthew
that goes through PR.
Yeah,
but obviously Kobe's his best friend. He could have just texted him, hey, walk over to the ESPN LA tent. That's not hard.
But even then, that still has to go through
that's
PR.
not hard. That's not hard.
Sure.
You're playing corporate great here for some reason.
No, I'm just telling you what happened. I'm being honest about what happened.
Okay, so I think both of you are right here, okay? In the sense that it isn't hard. Chris is right in this part. It isn't hard because we could have just told Rams PR, hey, he's friends with one of our guys.
Hey, babe.
Hey, man.
He can come on. But Greg is also right. It does need to go and filter through their PR.
Right.
But I think that would have been an easy sell.
It would have.
But I think where Greg is also right is
is that if somebody comes to the producer and says, hey, I've got this guy, and Greg, who's a smart sports fan, says, well, I don't really know who that is. And your friend, in this case, Kobe, is trying to sell you on him. Hey, look, we want Puka Nacua. We want Devontae Adams. Right. We want Matthew Stafford. We want Jared Verse. I mean, we want the stars of the team to make the appearances during training camp.
Sure.
So if this person is an unknown free agent that may or may not make the team, unless there's some story that you're selling Bergie on.
Whoa. You did the story. It's in the open from week 1. My point is, if we would have done our research, he went to UCLA. There's an easy tie-in with
Bergie.
He
didn't go to UCLA.
Landman did not
He didn't go to UCLA.
Oh, then how does he know Kobe? I thought that was the hook.
They're friends. Yeah, they're friends. So Kobe went to
then I
Nate
have Greg's
Landman.
side on that one then. Yeah.
Kobe went to Nate Landman's wedding. Like, they're really good friends. I think he went to Colorado or something.
Yeah, he went to Colorado.
I thought he spent one season at UCLA. That's how he knew Kobe.
No. So
no UCLA
Kobe can explain how these guys have become tight.
Then I'm on Bergie's side then.
Well, the point is that if Kobe would have said to Bergie, hey, look, there's this amazing story. Let me explain it to you. There's this kid. He's from Northern California. He wasn't highly recruited. He went to Colorado. He wasn't drafted. He was with Atlanta last year, and somehow he found his way here as a free agent. And, he's a great story. He's undrafted. He's a grinder of a player. You're going to see he's going to wind up becoming the starter. Little did any of us know he'll be the starter. He'll be the captain. He'll get a new contract. I don't think, Bergie, you tell me, that he sold it to you the way I'm trying to sell it to you, like going back 6 months, right? He didn't sell it to you in that way.
Absolutely not. So
he didn't
I will
present like the Radio Rinaldi story before
absolutely
Cappy
not.
did, correct?
About living in Zimbabwe and all those different things. So no, he didn't. Well, that's all different.
But to be fair, you also basically told us you shut him down very quickly.
Shot him in the face. You shot him in the face.
Okay, after yes, I shot him in the face jokingly because that's our relationship. After about 60, 70 times of him bringing him up to me.
Wow.
Well, when it all got flushed out, and I still have your side on this one, Bergie, but when it all got flushed out, I guess Kobe was right.
I love that on the
he
YouTube.
was, and he absolutely was.
It says Landman versus Bergman.
Oh, that's great.
Landman versus Bergman.
Bergie, he's going to come punch the ball right out of your arm, Bergie.
That's right. So here's an easy transition.
Would love to have him on, though.
Let us do the Call Jacob call of the game from last night, Lakers-Pelicans, right now.
LeBron dribbling with 10 seconds to shoot. Behind his back to Luka. Luka with 5 to shoot. 4 to shoot. Luka throws up a 3. Good again! Luka falling out of bounds and talking crap to the Pelican fans in the front row. A spectacular pair of threes from Luka Doncic may have just put this game in the refrigerator for the Lakers.
Johnny I on the call, and of course, call Jacob, the great Jacob Emrani, 800-345-6789. Sedano.
Yeah, listen, the Lakers keep doing what they're supposed to do. They're beating the teams they're supposed to beat. So, I'm not saying that as a negative.
Nope.
That is something you need to do that. Like that is something that, it's worse if we'd be sitting here going, oh, my God, I can't believe they lost to the Pelicans, because then you'd feel even worse about the team.
Right.
Right now what you're saying is, and it's fine because it's January, they can't beat the good teams just yet, not with regularity, but maybe they can turn a corner. There's at least still a level of hope, whereas if it was the other way around where we're like, they're beating the good teams but they're losing the bad teams, you're like, oh, my God, they're going to be in this really tough spot because they can't beat these bad teams. They keep playing down to their competition. I'd rather you beat the guys you're supposed to beat and then figure out how to beat the teams that you're not better than,
Right.
So
that's why we've been talking about this. I was saying, hey, look, they've banked wins.
Right.
When you lose to Oklahoma City or you lose to Houston or you lose to the Clippers, whatever, you're going to lose games, obviously. But when you bank wins because you're beating teams you're supposed to beat, that's what you need to do. Like last night, had the Lakers lost that game, we'd be talking about the sky falling today,
right?
Because you're losing to the New Orleans Pelicans of all teams.
Mm-hmm.
And even though the win was in question, certainly, right? I mean, the second quarter when New Orleans takes the lead in at halftime,
yeah,
and then in the third quarter when Trey Murphy III just blows up.
Well, he's really good.
He's a very good player. When that kid blows up offensively, what was the total number? Like 22 or 24 points maybe he scored in the third quarter alone?
Yeah.
When that happens, you're starting to think to yourself, man, these Lakers are on the ropes. And at that point, I'm thinking to myself, oh, I can't wait for this JJ press conference after this game. Who's he going to rip today? This is going to be awesome. But then, to the Lakers' credit, in the fourth quarter, as LeBron said to Mike after the game last night, Mike Trudell, hey, fourth quarter is winning time.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what those guys had to do. But that shot, George, that Luka put up and then talked the crap to the fans like Johnny I said, that was insane, that shot. And all I cared about was I was trying to win on Prize Picks because, remember, I took Luka to have more points, rebounds, and assists, more than 50.5. So I'm like, shoot, bro, shoot. Get to the free throw line. Come on, score. And that three-pointer, that was spectacular. But, again, I can come on the air today and say this to you, George. Yeah, who cares? Big deal. So what? They beat the 8-30 Pelicans. But on the other hand, if they had lost to the 8-30 Pelicans.
Right, it would be the sky is falling. You're
yes.
Right. And what I would add to you is this. In the Western Conference, you can't take anybody for granted. Even the 8-30 Pelicans, okay, who have missed players for, the majority of their season, they're relatively healthy at the moment. And you're playing on the road. Playing on the road is not easy. It doesn't matter. And in January, plenty of good teams lose to a team like the Pelicans in January. That's the doldrums of the season, basically. You're not at the All-Star break yet. You're coming out of the NBA Cup. Now January is kind of that strange time in the schedule in the NBA where you can slip a little bit. But the Lakers can afford to slip because of the horrible December that they had, if we're being honest. I mean, they were 5-9. So
yeah, the other part of it is when you go to a place like New Orleans, and I only know this because in November
you were there. Yep.
I was down there for this game for the Lakers-Pelicans. And if you remember, I was telling you that I expected, well, man, this place is going to be jam-packed. There's going to be an energy. There'll be a vibe and a buzz because the Lakers are in town. Well, you could drop a game like last night because you show up and you're like, man, this place is like half empty and there's no vibe and there's no buzz. And you could just fall asleep, essentially. And don't forget that, Zion Williamson, who rarely seems to play, has all of a sudden come back and has played and has put up points and scored. And, not like he was great last night. He had 15 points, but, they were, to your point, they had their full complement, their full roster.
Correct.
By the way, you've hyped up this guy Herb Jones as a great defensive player, which he may be, but that brother can't shoot. I mean, he was 1 for 9 last night from the field. That was a rough offensive performance.
I love how you take, like, the one game that he plays that he doesn't play well, and you're like, oh, that guy stinks.
Well, you know why? You know why? Come on, you know why.
Because it's the only time you watch him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, listen, hey, George, you'll have to excuse me, my brother. Tonight, I have other things going on other than watching the New Orleans Pelicans play against the Atlanta Hawks. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Although I will watch you tonight. I will watch the Lakers in the back-to-back.
God, I hope I hope everybody plays. I know LeBron had that funny comment to the Dave McMenamin, Mike. I don't know if it was Dave or Mike or somebody. One of them
to be Dave.
It was Dave.
Asked the question about if he's going to play in the back-to-back. Do we have the audio? I'm sure
we do.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm 41 years old. Of course, there's always every back-to-back. Didn't look like it. Every back-to-back for the rest of the season is TBD. I am 41. I got the most minutes in NBA history. Bank it right now, okay? What are we talking about?
Just you don't look like you're 41 on the court.
But I am. Look at my birth certificate, December 30th, 1984, 4:39 p.m. That's when I was born.
Any suckers out there?
I ain't got, and when I came out, slapped the doctor in the ass. All right, I'm done.
I don't know what time I was born. I mean, I know my date, obviously. I know my birth date. I don't know what time I was born. Do you know what time you were born, George?
I don't, but my mom, obviously, my siblings have told me in the past, yes.
Oh, because LeBron
I just don't
seems to know
remember off
exactly.
the top of my head.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, LeBron knows his
I know the time I was born, so it's
what
not
time?
that big of a deal.
What time were you born?
11:10 a.m.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I remember
around like 12, 16.
Yeah, I remember my daughter was born. She was born at like 5:30-ish. I don't remember the specific time off the top of my head. My wife would remember.
Yeah.
And then my son was a morning baby. So.
Yeah, the first one for me.
Because you know that all matters, Cap. Like when you do your astrology, your chart.
Yeah.
Whether you were a night baby or a midday baby or a morning baby, it all matters.
Okay. No, I
didn't
know
know that. Did you get that from Michelle, or did you know that from Michelle Smallman on Unsportsmanlike?
No, I've had my chart done from Sam Boney's mom, actually.
Oh,
so it's a very important thing.
Sam Boney's mom does charts?
Her sister does charts.
Can she do mine?
Sure.
Okay, because I got to ask my mother what time I was born. I really don't
Sheila.
know. Yeah, the Ville. I don't know. I don't know what time I don't know what time I was born. But LeBron knew what time he was born. Hey, listen, let me tell LeBron one thing right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear any excuses.
Okay.
In other words,
to play tonight.
I'm 41 years old.
I don't want to hear that as an excuse, LeBron, because as what you hear Mike Trudell say is, you don't look like you're 41.
Right.
And it's true. I mean, listen, I've said this to you before. He's superhuman. Mm-hmm. I acknowledge that. This is maybe the greatest conditioned athlete in the history of sports.
But maybe I thought he's an old man.
He's not. He's
the old man. I mean, he just admitted to you he's the old man.
Right, but I'm arguing the opposite, which is
I'm 41 years old.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want. You're 26 as far as I'm concerned. So
Remember at the beginning of the season when you were like, I mean, he's old. Like, there's no guarantee that he's going to have another year like he did last year. Like, he could just completely fall up. Like, he's pretty old. He's going to be 41 years old.
When you ask me the question, do I remember? I want you to know that my answer is no, I don't.
I just don't think people watch basketball.
That's right. See, you guys just don't watch the game like I do. See, that
Correct.
is not a 41-year-old guy. That is a 27-year-old kid, LeBron James. I don't want to hear any excuses. Tonight, San Antonio, back-to-back, big game. This is the kind of game, George, where we all wanted to see, well, when LeBron comes back, when LeBron's in this lineup, what does it mean against a young, explosive team like a San Antonio or like an Oklahoma City, et cetera? So I really, listen, he was great last night, LeBron. He was fantastic. And yes, 41 is the number of years, but come on, man. That guy's playing like he's 26, 27 years old. Get out there and play tonight.
I'm 41 years old.
I don't want to hear about it.
Look, he's playing great right now, the last couple games, and he's playing more like himself. So I think that, that makes sense. He would round out to form a little more as time went by without a training camp and missing the first 14 games. I still think that this team, will have to measure itself against the teams like tonight. Now, Spurs actually coming off a loss. They're also coming off they're playing in a back-to-back, too. I'm also curious if Wemby plays in this game. So,
all the more reason why LeBron should play, especially if Wemby doesn't play, because another opportunity.
Because you're saying to try to bank a win.
Correct, especially on the road. Right? I mean, road win against San Antonio. I don't care if Wemby plays. I mean, I'd like to see him play, but I don't need to see him play. I need the Lakers to win.
Victor for three. Wee-wee.
Here's the good thing.
Tell us.
If nobody plays and it's kind of like whatever, tomorrow we'll be able to talk about it and talk about your interview with that Carolina thing, which we'll get to later on. But first.
What? Oh, yeah. Carolina thing. No,
this thing's going to be a disaster today,
but it's like a Panthers. Anyway, we'll talk about it more. But first, let's talk about the ESPN app.
Well, the good thing about the ESPN app is that you can now download it to your television, okay? So it's very simple, guys. You get your ESPN app on your phone, but you can get it on your TV now, too. And when a trophy's raised, it can feel like a season's over. But on the ESPN app, it really never is, because with more than 47,000 live events, plus originals, highlights, coverage from every corner of the sports world, there's always something to dive into. There's no off-season on the ESPN app. When I tell you that, like you may think I'm making that up, but seriously, sports is year-round, and you can get it all on the ESPN app. Just everything a fan needs to keep going, and it's always in season. So you get all of ESPN, all of it, okay? All the shows, all the games, all the highlights, Sports Center, everything. Get all of ESPN all in one place. So download the ESPN app now on your TV or your phone today. My favorite thing about the ESPN app is on game days, you can put up to 4 games up every single night, okay? A 4-box every single night on the ESPN app. So, again, download the ESPN app on your TV or your phone today.
Doesn't matter whether it's E1 or E2. You can have it all up there,
E1, E2, ABC.
Yeah. EU.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
E-News.
All of them.
E-News.
Yeah.
EU, yeah.
Whatever you want. All right, coming up, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show keeps rolling. In about 3 minutes, we'll continue Lakers conversation. We got a funny Luka drop. And later on this hour, you may have seen the clip from the afternoon show. I was excited somebody got fired. Shocking. That's all ahead. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a wacky Wednesday on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pre-game with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late-night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open. Located next to the Forum and SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhbc.com or follow them at PlayHBC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. The champion has landed. Lionel Messi's exclusive wine is here, and he chose Mortada Imports, the only place in the U.S. to get it. This isn't just wine, it's a piece of history. Get the 10 GOAT Syrah Sicilia, a world-class collectible for the world's greatest fan. Don't miss this winning opportunity. Pre-sale is happening now. Go to messywine.com. That's messywine.com. Own the legend.
Buenos dias. Hey, I'm talking about wine. 7:24. I got a cough drop in my mouth. Do you think I'm going to swallow it like Sedano did yesterday? No, I'm going to do this liner with it in my mouth. What's on tap today on ESPN LA? Lakers basketball is back on the court tonight in San Antonio, the Alamo City. The Toyota Lakers countdown with Beto Duran begins at 5 p.m. with tip-off at 6:30. Hear it for your afternoon drive on 7:10 a.m. or in crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app. Thanks to Michelob Ultra, a superior taste worth playing for. Official beer sponsor of the Los Angeles Lakers. Please enjoy responsibly. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We're back in 90 seconds from right now.
You know the rush when you reach that goal, when something you've worked for pays off. That's success. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we believe you should never stop chasing it. That's why we offer a skills-based education that helps move your career forward. Learn how to apply emerging technologies like AI and data science. Build your leadership and critical thinking skills. Apply by February 11th and save with no application fee. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Morales here, and if you're in the market for a new ride, there's only one place to go. You know where it is, the Big Cat Felix Chevrolet. You know the one right off the 110 in downtown LA with that classic black cat, Felix the Cat, smiling down on Figueroa. They've been serving Angelitos for over 100 years with unbeatable deals, an amazing selection, and service that treats you like family. A la familia. So whether it's a brand new Chevy or a certified pre-owned, make your next stop Felix Chevrolet. Head over to Felix Chevrolet, the Big Cat today. Ask for my guy, the GM Nicky D, and say, hey, I want to see that big cat.
You're hanging out with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Oh, damn. I.
George Sedano.
LA, baby.
Scott Kaplan.
What's up, LA? Yeah.
What's up, LA?
Hey.
More Sedano and Kap right now.
Keep me near in your
7:26, good morning. On this Wednesday, the 7th of January.
here by your side.
Cappy, Yacht Rock Gold. Kenny Loggins turned 78 today.
Wow, really? Kenny Loggins, 78?
If we did a Mount Rushmore of Yacht Rock, there would be Kenny's beautiful chiseled face. Right next to Michael McDonald.
Hey, by the way, point of information.
Hold on, stand by. Here it comes.
This is it.
There you go. Now go ahead.
Point of information from the first segment. I was born at 3:14 in the afternoon.
Oh, you're an afternoon baby.
Okay, 3:14 p.m. Tyndall Air Force Base, Panama City, Florida.
You were born on an Air Force base?
That's right.
Really?
That's right. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Don't you get some kind of like special status for that?
I think you do.
I don't know. I think I'm eligible for like USAA insurance, maybe.
Maybe. You and Gronk.
Yeah, maybe so.
Gronk? You mean Gronk?
I think that's what he meant.
You said Grok, like the Twitter AI thing.
He said Grok.
I got to open
Cough
up.
drop.
Maybe I need another cough drop. I had a cough drop in my mouth. Hold on, let me swallow it.
One other point of information
Go ahead.
is the Mongrels believe that Sedano today, wearing this very nice-looking black jacket. George, if you could just zip it up for a second, if you don't mind.
Oh, that's a nice jacket.
Very nice jacket.
I know where you're going. This is great.
George, when he zips up his jacket, the Mongrels are saying in the YouTube chat that George looks like he's a priest today, and they're suggesting that perhaps I need to go to the Sedano confessional.
You should.
Do you have like a white tab that you can put in the top there?
Hey, listen, long ago, well, not that long ago, like 4 years ago, I was blessed by Sedano. You know what I mean? When you take the Sedano baptism, it's an oath you can never get out of.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Sorry, the
Like-
Mongrels don't have style.
When the priest baptized the end zone for the Steelers.
Right.
Exactly. I
that's
got
right.
baptized by Sedano.
Yeah, George, maybe tonight you should baptize the basketball floor in San Antonio so that the Lakers can win this game tonight. Maybe you should throw a little bit of holy water, and then the kids can come mop it up before the game.
You can't
know what I'm
mop
saying?
it up. You got to, just like when you cross yourself, you can't wipe it off. You let it dry naturally.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I do think you do look very official today, George. Maybe I should go to the Sedano confessional. Although, what would I confess? I mean, this is the guy who doesn't shut his freaking mouth, who talks about buying sex toys at Walmart.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I
What
mean,
am I going to
again,
confess?
saying it. I mean, the kids are listening, Cappy. It's 7:30. They're in the quack.
Yeah, quack, quack. When was the last time you guys were all in a Walmart? Yeah, when was it? I was able to buy a sex toy in a Walmart. See, there's the Sedano confessional. There it is. See, you just brought it right
this
out.
is this is going to be one of the when I'm like around, when I'm walking around like doing one of these like events with like my kids, and they're going to be like, "Man, I love the show," but then we got to turn it off.
Why? What was so bad?
Beto will say that sometimes when he's taking his daughter
Yeah,
to
man.
school.
Like, I mean,
No, he brought it up to me last night. He's like, "Were you guys talking about sex toys this morning?" I go, "Oh yeah."
Oh yeah.
it just gets a little blue. I mean, can we just wait till like 8:30 to be a little bluer? You know what I mean? Like, it's okay.
Come on,
Wait till the YouTube hour.
Oh, all right.
Or at least 8:30.
Yeah, when they're in
8:15,
class.
Okay.
You know?
Getting
I'll wait-
smacked around by a ruler.
I'll
Do they
wait
still
for-
do that, the nuns?
I don't
know.
think so.
Do they?
I don't know. I haven't. I don't think so.
I didn't say punch. I just said smack.
Yeah.
Well, that's just a smack sound.
I never got smacked by a nun. They didn't have
Well,
those at Hebrew school.
I was just going to say you didn't go to a
Yeah.
Catholic school, so there
But
was that.
but I did get whacked by my assistant principal when I was in like 7th grade. They used to do that back in the day. Did you guys ever have that where they actually hit you in school?
Well,
do you guys
paddle.
know about
They
this?
used your parents used to have to sign a consent form, right?
Yeah, I don't
for
remember my parents
those-
signing that consent form, and I'll tell you
Mine
right now,
did.
Miss Gray, she whipped me one day, boy. Oh my God!
So that explains everything.
Goodness,
She slapped
man.
you or she whipped you?
She had like a big ass paddle, you know what I mean? Like one of these, I don't even know what just a big paddle. And I got in trouble because the teacher said that I tried to incite a riot in class, which was a complete exaggeration. And she
Although
told
I
me to,
buy it.
You do you? And I thought I had like a day to prepare.
Do you want to confess for it now, all these years later?
You know what, George? I was 13 years old, and my confession is I think the teacher exaggerated. That's my confession. I'm sticking to my guns on
Doesn't
this
sound like
one.
a confession, to be honest. with you.
Yeah, it really isn't. And I thought I had the next day. I thought that the paddling was going to come the next day so I could wear like 12 pairs of underpants to school to sort of pad it, you know? She goes, no, it's happening right now. And I had these pants on that had these like little metal buttons in the back pockets, and she had like another assistant principal give me a wedgie. She like literally had somebody lift up my pants to give me a wedgie, and then once she got me the wedgie, whack.
When I came out and slapped the doctor in the ass.
This doesn't sound real, right? Like
No,
this
it
is
doesn't.
you're kind of taking
I
it further
swear
and
to-
further and further down the line.
No. Hey, this is a confessional right now. I would not lie. This is 100% my recollection of being a 13-year-old kid and getting paddled by my assistant principal in middle school.
Prove it.
I don't know how you can prove that.
Now,
one,
Cappy,
though.
did you ever watch the show Sons of Anarchy?
A little bit, because I have one buddy of mine who
I don't need the background. I
is
just a
in the
simple
show.
question.
Yeah, so I don't
So
really
no
know it
is the
well.
answer. Anyway,
I
I'm
really
trying to
know it
make
well.
this quick.
All right, go ahead.
Here we go again.
Because Stephanie and I I've
Thank
watched
you,
it
Doc.
several times, but we watched over the break. She's still watching it. You're Tig in the show. And for people that know the show, they know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
He's just a freak.
Yeah.
Straight up.
My friend, man. But my friend Chris Reed plays the character Filthy Phil Do you know that character?
Yeah, I know Filthy Phil.
I don't know him. I mean, I don't know the show. I just know that a buddy of mine plays the character, but I don't know the show. I act like I do when I talk to him, though, but I don't really know it.
Well, now the cat's out of the bag because he probably listens, because everyone listens, right?
That's right. You got that right, girl. That's exactly right. George, back to you.
I don't know where you want me to take this, to be honest with you. I mean,
I want you to get me back to the Lakers. That's what I want you to do.
Well, I see on the rundown Lindsay has
old.
something. I see on the rundown Lindsay has something that it's interesting. We talked about yesterday at dinner, which is the Luka LeBron dynamic. How would you guys at the moment? And again, we have a very small sample size last year and a little bit this year. How do you believe they play together?
Well,
do they complement each other? Do they play well together?
I would call it what JJ called it, synergy.
Did you say?
Well, let's hear JJ first. How about that?
Yeah. He said synergy. Here's what he said.
I thought he said synergy.
No, he was awesome tonight. Just kind of took over to start the fourth and got us. That group got us the lead back. I love what's happening right now with Luka and LeBron and that partnership, whether it's pick and roll with each other. We ran stack against their blitz. Jackson gets a layup. Luka kind of tells LeBron back cut next time. He gets the lob on the very next play. There's some real synergy happening right now, and it's fun to watch.
That lob that he was talking about was a spectacular play because Luka was well beyond the three-point line, and he throws just the absolute most perfectly placed Matthew Stafford-esque kind of pass. And LeBron, again, I don't want to hear about 41 years old because that's what people are so impressed with.
I'm 41 years old.
LeBron goes up, and I'm telling you, George, he's got to be, 12 inches above the rim when he grabs that ball. Maybe I'm exaggerating by a couple, but LeBron goes up and grabs this ball from out of nowhere and slams this thing home. And you're like, wow, what a spectacular, perfect pass, and what a finish by LeBron. We're watching it right now on YouTube.
Yeah, see, I would say that they're playing well at times. It's almost like they're still learning about how to play with each other. I think there's moments like the one Cappy's talking about that you're like, oh my God, they're looking great together. And then there's other ones where it just kind of gets stagnant and they don't know where each is going to go. I think it's not quite where you want it just yet, but it will get there. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think that I'm not worried about them two, to be honest with you.
It's the others.
Yeah, it's the others. I'm worried about the rest of this team. It's just not good enough. Like those two guys, no problem. Are there times that Luka will, frustrate me a little bit still on some nights, and I think most of it is just still really I think he's tried more on defense, so I'm happy about that. I just feel like he should, and Laker fans are starting to realize this stuff that people already knew, which is the arguing with the officials after a while gets tiresome. You know what I mean? Like it just not every call needs to be argued. Sometimes just keep it moving, especially like early in the game. In the fourth quarter, if you want to fight with the ref, go ahead, have at it, man. Like I get it. You're fighting tooth and nail to win a game, but that stuff. I could see being an issue, like still that in regards to Luka, but that's really the only. And I'm nitpicking at this point. If that's the only thing I worry about with Luka, because I do think he's giving better defensive effort.
But don't you think though, like when Luka argues with the referee over everything, to me, I see LeBron doing the exact same thing. So I feel like
it's different with Luka, man. Like I'm telling you, like you don't watch it more closely. I'm just telling you, it's different.
I just feel like both guys expect a foul.
I mean, that's every guy in the NBA, but Luka takes it to a different level. Cappy, there's a reason in his freaking Nike commercial. He's mocking himself, writing a letter to the officials saying, sorry, I'll be nicer to you moving forward.
And plus, he can speak in another language, so they don't know when they're like he's cursing at them, right?
Well, no, I don't think he's speaking to them in Slovenian.
I think sometimes he does. I think sometimes he does.
What if he speaks to them in Spanish?
But he stops. So after something happens, he'll stop and talk to the ref instead of going with the play. He will just stay there.
Right.
And
he'll let the play go behind him.
Right.
Correct. That's the issue.
But I will tell you guys this. You asked the question about LeBron and Luka and how they're playing
their
together.
chemistry seems fine to me for the most part.
But and you tell me this, you guys, everybody jump in on this. What do you think happens? Because remember, the Lakers jumped out to this solid record. They won a bunch of games and banked wins early when LeBron was out. And really, it was more about Luka and Austin Reeves. So the first part of the early part of the season was Luka and Austin Reeves. Then LeBron came back. And then after LeBron came back, Austin Reeves went out with injury, and he's been out now for several games. So LeBron has stepped up his scoring, and LeBron has stepped up his LeBron-ish leadership, right? Because they need him right now. They need him right now more than ever.
LeBron-ish leadership? Is that what you said?
I just purely made that up. Pretty good, right? Pretty good. What happens, or let me rephrase the question. How much better might they be? Might being the key word. How much better might they be when they get back another real scorer?
Of course they'll be a lot better.
I don't know for sure.
You see, this is what you said about LeBron coming back. And, he said this, too, in the postgame last night, that, he really wanted to have the chance for the three of them, him being Luka, Austin Reeves, and him, to get a rhythm, get into a groove during the offseason and heading into the season and, build off of what they did at the end of last year. But since he got injured, he wasn't able to do that. And so he said it's going to take some time. So, when we talked about whether or not they could build chemistry right off the, as soon as he comes back. And then it was wow, this is a totally different team. Once again, you're going to see a totally different team once Austin is in the mix.
And it will take time because we haven't really seen Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves for an extended period of time so far this season because first it was LeBron hurt, then Luka missed time in between. Now Austin Reeves is missing extended time, and LeBron is having to step up and do more. So when Austin comes back in the middle of the season with no practice time, how do you create this chemistry? You got to do it on the fly during the regular season. You got to do it in game. So I'm curious to see, because you're talking about LeBron and Luka and their chemistry, I'm curious to see what happens when all three guys hopefully are healthy and playing together night in, night out.
Well,
how much better they might be.
When they'll be better offensively. So I will give you that. I just still don't know if they're good enough defensively, and ultimately, and I feel like this is going to be a broken record for most of the year, right? They're going to be really good offensively, they are going to struggle defensively, and the role players, some nights they're good, some nights they're not. You know what I mean? That's just kind of it. This roster is not good enough to win a championship, and I think that I don't foresee a path, unless they give up assets that they're not willing to give up, to augment the roster in a way that allows them to be a championship contender, a true championship contender.
I definitely agree with this. I don't think they're going to be making any trade of a player. I'll just use Austin Reeves because he's the most obvious example. I don't think they're going to trade an Austin Reeves this year. I think that they're going to get through this year.
I'm not saying you trade Austin Reeves. I'm just saying, when I mean assets, I don't mean just Austin. I mean, they have picks.
I don't think they'll trade any of those things. I really don't. This is just my own opinion.
They're going to ride it out, I think.
I think so, too. And I think they're going to ride it out, and then they're going to decide at the end of the year, what is the future of LeBron? If he's
gone.
Well, I think this is it.
Okay,
if
so
I
do I.
Guess. I don't know that. This is just a pure guess. Don't put this on the video. I'm telling you, Parker, don't do this because this is going to – I'm going to get upset if you
don't aggregate.
We don't want to. We don't want to.
Don't self-aggregate.
Okay, no self-aggregation.
What I'm saying, if I were guessing, this is it. If I had to guess,
I think he's going to play for the Cavs next year, but that's just me.
But don't you guys see what I'm saying though? Is that if you ride out the season and you don't trade any of your assets being current players that you really like or future draft picks, if you play out the season, no matter how far you go or how short you fall, you then can make decisions in the offseason based on what the future of LeBron is. And if your guess is right, and I think that most of us probably guess the same thing, that this is it for LeBron, well, then you've weathered the year, and now you start thinking about the future. Because now you're thinking, can we, without LeBron, can we build a roster around Luka and around Austin that can, in the next 5 years, really be competitive with Oklahoma City and San Antonio? And you got to figure Houston is going to change as well, because how much more does Durant really have?
Well, they'd have to completely remake the roster
around Luka and Austin.
Correct.
Yeah. That to me is what I would suggest they do. Get through this season, see how far you can go, with the LeBrons last year, and then you start over because you've already got your replacement superstar. I've been saying that since the day they got Luka.
Right, but it's not like just you plug in. I mean, we could talk about it on the other side since I hear the music.
Oh, no, I mean, we could continue this if you want. I was busy fighting in the chat.
Oh, really? With who?
I don't know. I think it's board member, something, that guy.
Oh, not on Esther?
No, Esther and I are cool, ultimately. I mean, I'm cool with everybody. I appreciate the engagement.
But?
Oh, I don't care, really. Anyway, tell us about our friends. Somebody I do care a lot about. The great Damon Vine, CEO of Sellers Advantage, Cappy.
Yeah, hey, listen, if you are ready to sell your home, I'll give you an example. Your kids have all graduated high school. They've all gone off to college. They've graduated. They're out on their own. They're doing their own thing. And you are still living in that same house where you raised your kids, you raised your family. And I know, listen, guys, I get it. It is emotional. You know, hey, this is the house. My family grew up in this house. I don't want to sell it. I get the emotional part of it. I also get the anxiety part of it, which is, how the hell am I going to get rid of all this stuff? How am I going to pack it up? Where am I going to put it? I get the emotions of selling a house. But I'll just tell you this. It is a business transaction. And if you've got a lot of equity in your home and you are ready to sell, and you are ready to sell fast, we can help you at Sellers Advantage. Here's why. Because you've got this house for all these years, and maybe you need to paint some things here, or maybe you need to fix some landscaping stuff outside, or maybe the fireplace doesn't work the way it's supposed to, and you've just gone on living there like, I'll fix it at some point. If you're going to sell your home, a real estate agent's going to come to your house and go, you got to fix this, you got to fix that, you got to paint this, you got to put money into that, and before you know it, you're spending 30, 40 grand to sell your home. You don't want to put money out. You're trying to sell your home and move on with your life. Well, Sellers Advantage can help you do that really, really fast because we buy your home as is. Damon Lyons and his team will come to your house. They'll look around. They will make you a competitive cash offer, and then it's up to you. And if you want to make this thing happen, we can make it happen real fast. Or if you need some time, we can give you the time that you need. We can also offer you a $20,000 advance for moving costs and other expenses because maybe you don't have the cash right now. So if you're ready to sell your home, let's talk to Sellers Advantage. We'll buy your house as is. 888-390-AS-IS. 888-390-AS-IS. 888-390-2747. If you're ready to sell, visit sellersadvantage.com.
Thank you, Cappy. 7:45 on a Wednesday. When we come back in 3 minutes and 15 seconds, more at JJ, Luka, LeBron, the Lakers, as they get ready for the Spurs tonight. And I was overjoyed at somebody getting fired yesterday. All of that ahead. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Suckers.
What's good? It's your boy, Producer D, DeAndre Hawkins from the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. And I've been lucky enough to host Lakers Talk Daily on our ESPN LA YouTube channel for the last year. But big news, starting Thursday at 11 a.m., a new era of Lakers Talk Daily. Now, all the way live. That's right, baby. Each weekday at 11 a.m., we're talking purple and gold live on the ESPN LA YouTube channel. I'm a ball knower, and I'll be ready to talk Lakers with you every day, starting Thursday. Lakers Talk Daily live at 11 a.m. on the ESPN LA YouTube channel. For all you ball knowers, come support your boy, and I'll talk to you on Thursday.
John Ireland for Blue Ice Vodka. Blue Ice's double espresso crafted with Arabica coffee makes the perfect espresso martini. Just shake with ice and pour. Soft, smooth, and delicious. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
It's Bethel Duran, and it's time to celebrate the new year with a new truck from Northridge and Wonders Toyota. Right now, lease a brand new 2025 Toyota Tacoma for just $84 a month for 36 months plus tax. And if you're thinking about a trade-in, your current ride could be worth more than you think. Northridge Toyota, Wonders Toyota, they make it easy.
Tacoma model 7162G, VIN number 3TYJDAHN 1ST037657. Lease excludes tax, title, license, registration fees, dealer options, and charges. $59.95 due at signing. $84 per month. Offer expires 1/31/2026.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey, what's up, home?
Call Jacob. In a city full of stars, one number shines the brightest. Say it together with me. 800-345-6789.
That's the new way to call Jacob. Same lawyer, same city, same results, just easier to remember.
Call Jacob. Accident or injury, you know who to call. Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob. 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
7:49, good morning. Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a wacky Wednesday. Hey. On this day in 2017, the number one hit, The Weeknd. Starboy, Cappy.
Starboy, huh?
Yeah.
This reminds me of Keyshawn.
Yeah, those were those days. This and what was the song that we played all NBA All-Star Weekend when it was here in LA in 2018? The one by SZA. It was in the movie. I can't think of it.
Oh, yeah.
All the Stars.
SZA.
All the Stars.
Yeah, it was from Black Panther.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, the stars are
Yeah,
something.
that played all weekend long when JT the Brick and I were doing the stuff, you know.
What stuff?
You know what I'm saying. By the way, join Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, and me, Chris Morales, this Saturday.
Oh, Sua.
Oh, Sua. At Hollywood Park Casino starting at 11:30 a.m. for the live Toyota Rams countdown to kickoff. It's a Rams wild card watch party at the Century Bar and Grill right there at HBC. Great food, great drinks. Get there early to claim your spot, win tickets, autographed memorabilia, or have your table's food covered. That's right, we're going to comp somebody. RSVP now at ESPNLA.com. Playoff football, don't miss it. Here's the important thing. We're watching the entire game. Usually we're just there for postgame because we're at SoFi watching the game. All day long. You've ever wanted to dream to watch football with Travis Rogers or Sua Cravens or producer Emily? You could do it at Hollywood Park Casino. Starts at 11:30 a.m. on Saturday.
So you're still going back and forth with JT, huh?
Yeah, I think I tweeted something yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I said what's going to happen first. The Raiders have a winning season or JT the Brick comes on the show. But I don't want to go. I don't want to.
That was all because, just real quick, the video that Parker produced, where just earlier this week when Pete Carroll was fired, and I slammed all of my Raider merch, and I declared I'm no longer a Raider fan. That seemed to really upset a lot of people. The Raider Nation very, very angry with me, George. In fact, I've received some threats via Instagram DM, George, from Raider fans that are now mad at me. Like, wait a second. Once you join the Raider Nation,
once you get in, you can't get out?
It's for life. That's what they're telling me.
Like taking the Sedano blessing. It's for life.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Holmes?
So, Bergie, you're really going to be a fan forever?
Yes.
No matter what.
Why would I leave
Because I saw Bergie on Twitter defending like all the decisions that the Raiders may be making.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. I respect it. But I was thinking to myself, Bergie, how long are you going to do this?
Forever.
Really?
It's in the bones. It's in the blood. I'm not going to leave.
I mean, honestly, you're just not a grown-up if you can't just walk away from a terrible experience.
You're like a child, like you like milk chocolate or something, like a little baby.
Well,
I
drink it every Sunday when I'm watching the Raiders.
Like a little kid, you can't walk away
like
from the Raiders.
I commend Ireland for just
leaving.
Being just being like, I'm done with this.
Speaking of things leaving,
should I leave the Lakers when they're bad?
Oh, you can't do that.
I mean, the Lakers.
Exactly.
The Lakers had one stretch of being bad in their entire
They have
existence.
17 world championships, and we pay a lot of money for the rights.
Oh, no, I'm a huge fan.
But Mace had to leave the show early. I sent him home yesterday.
Why?
So he finally shows up to work, and then his voice is so bad, and he's like, my vocal cords are hurting. So I'm like, get out of here. I can't have you miss for the next 3 months. So then Bergie had to jump in, and him and I did the show with Ireland. I was impressed by John's skills on the road.
Oh, yeah?
Sometimes I have to work with him one-on-one to appreciate how good he is at what he does.
All right.
I gave a compliment, and you're just going to throw it
No,
away?
I was about
See,
to
you
say I'll
guys
second that.
You guys like when I'm angry and mean.
Well, here's the thing.
I'll
If
second
it
how
was a
good he is.
compliment to him, he would appreciate it.
Yeah,
but
right.
If it was a John, it was like, yeah, whatever.
But
Yeah,
Berg,
I'm a
I just wanna-
sicko that likes to watch.
Well, I just want to say this to you, though, Berg, and I want to say this to all the Raider fans out there. I know that a lot of people were offended earlier this week when I took my Raider chain and I slammed it on the ground, and then I took my second Raider chain and I spiked it on the ground, and then I took that really nice ice that Jason in Nevada re-gifted that his wife gave him for his birthday, and then he gifted it to me, and then I threw that on the ground, and I took my Omar socks, my Raider socks, and I threw those on the ground. Raider
Yeah, can I
fans
have
were
those
very
socks?
offended.
I want those socks.
Yeah, what happened to the socks? You were supposed to give them to Bergie.
Didn't I give them to you?
No.
Or did you only
No,
take the ice?
No, I had the ice because I picked them off the floor, and that's
Okay.
how I got it. But I would
Okay.
take the socks. I would wear the socks.
So here's the thing. I want to just say this to all Raider fans. I know you're mad at me right now. In fact, one guy is so mad at me, he has threatened me. He told me he's going to drive down to San Diego when I'm in San Diego, and he's going to beat me up. That's what he told me. He said, I'm going to beat you down,
Just
man.
beat you up or shank you, too?
Oh, there's probably a lot more coming. But I want to say this. If the Raiders could get the right coach, and I have the guy, I'll tell you right now,
Yeah,
Bergie, I'll wear those socks. I'll put that ice right back on my neck.
Are you
John
teasing?
Harbaugh.
Are you
John
teasing
Harbaugh.
the coach? Or are you going to tell us now?
Well, I think it's kind of what you were teasing.
Oh, so let's talk about a real football team for a moment. But first, let's have Sedano talk about his home away from home.
Oh, LAX, where changes are arriving daily, man. Listen, the people mover trains, they are coming here in 2026, Cappy. It's going to be much easier to get around LAX because change is in the air at Los Angeles International Airport. The automated people mover trains are rolling out soon as part of LAX's ongoing investment to improve your travel journey. The new trains will quickly move guests between all terminals, the new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, the economy parking, all in 10 minutes or less. Departing every 2 minutes, they'll help approximately 30 million passengers per year. To learn more, go to this website, lawa.org/ESPN. That's lawa.org/ESPN.
7:55. Thank you, Sedano. So yesterday afternoon, because it was a live imagery Tuesday, thanks to Geese and Wines. During the DeMarco and Travis afternoon show, the breaking news came down that producer D, Young D, announced that John Harbaugh, it is a final. And Steve Bisciotti, the owner of the Baltimore Ravens, finally parted ways with him. I was overjoyed and started celebrating.
Why so?
Here's the only reason why. I just wanted somebody in the AFC North, either the Steelers or the Ravens, to finally make a move with these coaches that have been there forever, winning one Super Bowl. Oh, but we make the playoffs every year. And I was just overjoyed that finally somebody said, enough, we expect better. Lamar Jackson is an incredible talent. You've never made a Super Bowl with him. I understand you've been in the playoffs. You choke it out at the end of the season when people like Stephen A. and many were saying this was going to be a Super Bowl team. You didn't even make the playoffs. Playoffs. Right, and now you part ways, not because John Harbaugh isn't a great coach. We all know he's going to get another job. And I know, Cappy, that's where you're going to go in a moment. But finally, somebody said, let's just change it up.
Right. Let's just change it up for the sake of change. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. Good luck, because there are plenty of teams that felt like they needed to make a change because things were stagnant, and then it doesn't go the way you expect it to go.
I would love to make the playoffs every year.
Right? There you go.
Give me that.
Example.
Right.
Give me that.
Right. Hey, listen, I'll tell you this. I would love to see the Raiders hire John Harbaugh. Could you imagine? You look
Why
right
would
now.
he want to go to the Raiders?
Well, he probably would not want to. They would have to give him a reason to want to.
By the way,
Maybe,
you know how much he's making currently for the next
I don't.
2 years?
Tell me. How much?
$16 million a year for the next 2 seasons.
That's what he makes a year is
Right.
$16 million?
Yes.
Wow. I didn't realize he was
They just
that
signed him
highly
to an
paid.
extension last offseason.
So I think John Harbaugh is going to be just fine if he takes a year off.
Absolutely. But just
He
let me
won't,
say this.
though. He won't.
Well, he's in his early 60s. He's still a young guy. He still has a passion for the game, or so I think from outside here looking in. But I would just say this, George, to answer your question, why would he want the Raider job? It's obviously not an attractive organization to work for. And these guys, they change coaches like I change underpants. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all the time. So the only thing I could think of, though, how great would it be? You've got Andy Reid, you've got Sean Payton, now you've got his little brother Jim Harbaugh, and to have John Harbaugh in the same division, I thought Pete Carroll would legitimize the Raiders. I admit, I was wrong. And maybe you were right that him being in his mid-70s was one of the major reasons because he wasn't long for the job. But if you're John Harbaugh and you're 62 and you could see yourself coaching for the next 8 years, John Harbaugh, if you were the Raiders and you could convince him, it would be amazing for the Raider organization, and it would be incredible for the AFC West to have the Harbaugh brothers fighting it out every year.
He played his brother in the Super Bowl already. Like,
That's
they've
right.
done that bit.
Yeah, but they did that in one game. Doing it twice a year and being in the same division, to me, I love that story.
You think John Harbaugh is gonna sign up to deal with Tom Brady and Mark Davis?
So it's more about Tom Brady. You're signing up for Tom Brady. It's not so much Mark Davis anymore. He's basically handed everything over to Brady and Spytek. Whether it's Brady or Spytek or both, it doesn't matter. But give it all. So,
by the way, does anyone else find it hilarious that a guy named Spytek used to work for the Patriots?
Work with Brady, yeah. But
right.
the fact that you have $100 to $150 million, the number one overall pick, your biggest star on long-term contract with all that money, all the things that you have there, if there's going to be a good time to be the Raiders head coach, right now is that time.
Well, because you're saying it's like the grand reset, basically.
Yeah, you have basically a blank slate with the Raiders. You don't have to keep anybody outside of the core 3-4 guys, and you have all this money to go out and spend and go try to revamp your offensive line. You have 10 picks. You have the number one overall pick to hopefully get a quarterback.
By the way,
in his rookie
John
contract.
Harbaugh can get a job. There's teams that have actual coaches now that would fire their coaches for.
So
John
that was the
Harbaugh.
thing. Adam Schefter reported yesterday that 7 teams had reached out, and there's 7 openings, one of which being the Baltimore Ravens, which means at least one team
that already has a coach.
A coach is
Well, I
backdooring.
know who that team is.
Probably Miami, right?
Cappy's Dolphins, right?
Yeah.
Cappy's Dolphins.
Well, you brought them up yesterday out of nowhere, like for no reason.
You guys,
So,
I
your
didn't bring
team.
him up out of nowhere. It was very clear that Schefter said something about the Dolphins, and I wanted to ask Evan finish the sentence of what he said. Yeah, I didn't know if he was talking about McDaniel being fired or if he was going to be staying. I wanted to know.
did it
So
really matter?
let's play that clip for context. If you
It's
missed
funny.
it, this is the
it
clip.
was funny. Like Evan was. What was Evan talking about?
So this is the clip. Evan basically Schefter did a bit on their
about
show.
Evan being fired
Right,
on
here's
Black
the-
Monday.
here's
or
the
whatever.
clip.
Right. Yeah.
I've had extensive conversations with Craig Carmison, and I'm not going to say anything more than that, okay?
Wow, okay. But imagine the tweet comes out with the graphic, Evan Cohen fired. Just the fire.
I think I want
from
that.
Schefter.
You know what? I'm going to ask Grok to do that. Whatever. Is that how you pronounce it
I
on
don't
the
know.
AI on Twitter?
Anyway, keep going, Schefter, about
Go ahead,
McDaniel.
Evan.
ESPN sources, Evan's out.
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 So we
Fired.
played that clip yesterday with Evan, and instead of making it about Evan,
right, and Schefter,
and Schefter, Cappy went on like, what about the Dolphins again?
But I didn't hear the Dolphins in that clip.
Exactly.
That was the
No,
same
you're
clip.
wrong.
That was the
Right.
same clip.
No, it is
I
the
would
same
not have-
clip. But
I would
you
not
were
have brought up the
before.
Dolphins from out of nowhere.
Yes,
it was
you
something
did.
else.
No, it
there
was in that
something
clip.
else. No.
No.
I didn't hear it in that
wait.
clip.
Time out. Cappy, you're both right. Before Adam got into that conversation with Evan about, joking that he'd have a graphic that he was fired, or that Evan was fired, he was talking about the Dolphins. And then he kind of for some reason they went on that tangent. So you wanted him to finish his thought, and you were wondering if he finished his thought on the Dolphins. But it is still random for you to just be like, hey, by the way, we're talking about you being fired and the funny bit, but hey, what did he mean about the Dolphins?
Well, yeah, because we were in the middle of all these coaches' firings, and I wanted to know, did Schefter say something that I missed?
Stunad. You were really concerned about whether or not they fired their coach.
Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, I'm very interested in all these coaching firings.
We're way over the break. We've ruined clock integrity for the start of the next hour.
That's all right.
I do want to finish. Remember, we were having a conversation about Luka because you were very gung ho about the Lakers should just stand pat and Luka's going to be cool with it and everything's going to be fine next year. I don't know if I buy any of that, so we can get into that on the other side.
And we have the Cap 10. So we'll do all of that. The Sedano and Kap
we
morning.
should have done that this segment then. The Lakers thing. Then. All right.
8:02 at 710 ESPN, KSPN Los Angeles. A Good Karma Brands radio station coming up back in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Cap 10 and more Lakers talk and top of the hour integrity. Mongrels, smile. It's a wacky Wednesday.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Have you heard the refinancing rule of thumb that says you have to drop your rate at least 0.5% to refi because it'll take several years of savings to recoup the closing costs for a refi? The Loan Exchange says the rule is nonsense. With a Loan Exchange free closer, you can lower your rate without paying any cost whatsoever. That's right, lower your rate with no cost and your balance doesn't go up. You start saving on the first day you have the loan and every day thereafter. If you decide to move next year or rates drop further, you can exchange that loan for another without losing a dollar that was tied up in closing costs. Today's 30-year fixed free closer rate in APR is 5.875%. So if your current mortgage rate is higher than 5.875%, give the Loan Exchange a call at 855-752-9944 or log on to theloanexchange.com. It won't cost you a thing. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Call 855-752-9944 or visit theloanexchange.com.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Bruh. Hey, Laker fans, are you juggling work and family, chasing big goals while keeping everything else on track? You're in Ander, and National University gets it. That's why they have flexible online courses, career-focused programs, and real support for busy students who do it all. Whether you're building a career, raising a family, or going after your next big win, NU helps you crush your end game and your end game. Make your move at nu.edu.
Rich Eisen here. Hiring for your small business can feel like a full-time job, but LinkedIn Jobs AI Assistant takes the heavy lifting out of it. It filters applicants based on the criteria you set and suggests 25 great fit candidates daily so you can invite them to apply and keep things moving. Hire right the first time. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen, then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI Assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. Then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI Assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of Los Angeles is offering buy one, get one 50% off and every day 0% financing. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends January 31st, 2026.
You're hanging out with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
It must be quite a thing for you to see two stars of our magnitude.
Sedano and Kap have taken over Morning Drive.
And this isn't some hologram nonsense. This is in the flesh, baby. The two of us together.
More Sedano and Kap right now.
8:07, good morning.
Whack, whack.
A wacky Wednesday. The YouTube chat, our buddies Alan Flores, Cesar Zamora, They wanted to hear a little homie oldies on a Wednesday, so let's do that. Little malo, Cappy. You can play this at your quinceañera if you want, you know?
Mucho amor. Sí.
Mucho did play this quite a bit, yes.
Oh, yeah. So much love. Exactly right. Who's this?
Malo.
Malo.
Legendary song.
All right. Sounds good to
Sedano
me.
putting on his headset. We could hear it verbally. A lot of people, too, commenting before we get to the Cap 10 and the Lakers. A lot of people commenting on if they're watching on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, the aesthetics of where Sedano's doing the show this morning. I'm guessing his suite hotel room. He's in like the den.
It's not a den. It's just a couch.
Well, not a lot of people's hotel rooms have couches.
Okay, well, mine's...
You usually, if you have a suite, you do.
Yeah.
Not a lot of them have a plate full of freshly mixed berries and fancy Pellegrino or whatever that was.
That's what happens when you're a big star at ESPN and you show up at the hotel in San Antonio. They take good care of you.
People asking, were you at the doctor's office? Some people even saying, are you in Dr. Cerruti's office? The great Dr. Cerruti.
I'm not, but I'm definitely going to Dr. Cerruti. He told me he can fix my my issue with the needing readers.
Cappy, when are you coming to see me?
Answer Dr. Cerruti is, you know that Dr. Cerruti's had his assistant call me twice now, leaving me voicemails saying, hey, Dr. Cerruti says he's going to do surgery on your eyes. Let's schedule that. And I had to tell them yesterday, this all has to wait until March. I cannot do the eye surgery until we get through February. But I'm getting it done. I'm getting these things ripped off. Well, I mean, this month is, you got a lot of NFL playoff stuff. I can't really, take the risk. And then next month I got travel the entire month. I got the whole month.
Where are you
going
going February?
Let's see. Where am I going? Super Bowl, because I know that's your favorite when I'm on Radio Row. So I'll be at Super Bowl.
Trust me, he's brought that up to me 1,100 times. Hey, if you guys need anything, I'm like, listen, you could do the show there. And by the way, Bergie, he says he's got that covered on his own.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Because I was going to say that's a bigger conversation.
I know where you were going.
Yeah, Bergman. Listen, I ain't mad at Bergman there. Putting his foot down.
I have got the entire thing handled completely on my own. I'm not counting on anybody to help me out. I'm a self-contained guy.
We're running late. So before we get to the Cap 10,
we're really late.
Let's talk about our friends at Prize Picks, please.
Oh, yeah, listen. Download the Prize Picks app. It's very simple if you want sports action in the state of California. Use the promo code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Your first $5 lineup gets you a $50 lineup bonus. And it's simple to play Prize Picks, too. It's more, it's less. There's a stat projection for every player imaginable and every sport imaginable. We're just talking football, right? For a quarterback, it could be passing yards, it could be touchdowns. You go more, you go less. You bundle a couple together, as in players, you can win cold, hard cash.
So I've been telling you about the early payout for Prize Picks. So let's just say, for example, you've got Luka. I had Luka last night for more than 51.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Prize Picks offered me last night when Luka was at 42, had they said to me, hey, look, you've got a $20 three-pick power play to win $120, but right now you could cash in for, let's just say, $90, I would have taken it last night because, George, I am ice cold on Prize Picks right now.
Oh,
I took the Taco Tuesday.
He's laughing at you.
Oh, he is in a big way. I had Paulo Banchero last night on the Taco Tuesday. He didn't get me 21.5 points. I had Luka for more than 51.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He got stuck at 42. And the only guy that helped me out last night was Wemby because I had him for more than 19.5 points, and he had 30. So I was 1 for 3, and I'll take another L. But I'll tell you this right now, you should do what I did. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Make your first $5 play. You get $50 instantly into your account. And then come on back and play, because that's what I'm going to do. Because that's what happens. I may go LLL, and then boom, big hit. LLLL, big hit. So download the Prize Picks app. Use the code CAPPY and make that first $5 lineup to get $50 in lineups. And then I'm going to follow your picks. Don't follow my picks because I'm ice cold, George.
All right, Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Time for the final regular season edition of the Cap 10.
It's time for the Cap 10.
The Cap 10.
This list of NFL teams are ranked, compiled, and put together by Scott Kaplan's discretion.
That's a great slogan. Cap 10, built on bias.
Built on bias.
Yeah. It's time for
the Cap 10.
The Cap
It is
10.
time for the Cap 10, presented this morning by the Dr. Cerruti Advanced LASIK and Eye Centers. Cerruti Advanced LASIK. See the difference, feel the difference. Visit CerrutiVision.com. SORUTI SOUDIvision.com. Maybe the one and only Dr. Cerruti can see some sense in this week's Cap 10. Because you know how Cappy is with this Cap 10. It could be anything every week, but it's must-listen radio.
I need to make a disclaimer before this week's Cap 10, George. You need to know this.
Right here on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
This list in no way reflects the football opinions of George Sedano, Chris Morales, Greg Bergman, producer Lindsay, producer Jorge, Parker Bell, the social team in the back, ESPN LA, Good Karma Brands, Sometimes Common Sense, etc.
Hi, I'm Dr. Cerruti, and the Cap 10 is presented by the Cerruti Advanced LASIK and Eye Centers in Beverly Hills, Newport Beach, and Glendale. Visit CerrutiVision.com, SOROUTI Vision.com. The top 10 teams that are coming into focus. Here is the Cap 10.
And now, time for this week's Cap 10.
Here we go, Cap 10 time. Let's begin at number 10. And for that, we go to Merrill Reese on 94 WIP, Philadelphia.
Here we go again. Give it to Bigsby, and he is in for the touchdown. He slants in 2 yards for the touchdown. They couldn't keep him out. And the Eagles are back on top.
Yeah, the Eagles finished the regular season in at number 10, and their head coach, Nick Sirianni, decided to play it safe this week. He rested his starters against Washington. Washington won the game. They used their backup quarterback. They used their second stringers. They lost 24-17. They were willing to give up that number 2 seed to take the number 3 seed, and Philly chose to rest guys rather than really pursue that number 2 seed. It didn't really matter because up next for Philadelphia, they are home this Sunday against San Francisco. And, George, you talk about a heavyweight battle. And that could be an NFC championship game. Philadelphia is in at number 10.
For Philadelphia, Devontae Smith has his third 1,000 receiving yard season, ties Deshaun Jackson. Mike Quick, Harold Carmichael for second most in Eagles history.
You okay? What's going on, man?
Listen, man, I'm telling you, my voice is still working through some stuff.
I feel bad. Hey, man.
Hey, man.
We move to number 9, and for this, let's go to Mike Tirico, NBC Sunday Night Football.
And Harbaugh is telling Likely how special that play was to set up this moment for the rookie out of Arizona. The Ravens, of course, had Justin Tucker for so long. The most accurate kicker in the history of the league. Rodgers can't believe what he has just witnessed, what might be the end for him. But they went around the country and spoke to a lot of the kickers who were coming out. And they decided Tyler Loop was made of the right stuff for moments like this. He now has a chance to win the division for the Ravens. The final play of the regular season for the final spot in the playoffs. Tyler Loop from 44. Snap good. Hold it. The kick is no good. It is wide right. And the Steelers are the champions of the North. One more game out of Aaron Rodgers. Season-ending heartbreak for the Ravens again.
Well, I'll just say this. That soundbite was so long, so I'll just keep it like this. The Steelers come in at number 9. What a dramatic win. It cost John Harbaugh his job. I mean, essentially, right? I mean, had they won that game, maybe John Harbaugh stays with Baltimore. But for the Steelers, here we go. Steelers, here we go. Pittsburgh's got a chance to go down to Super Bowl, except their first playoff game is at home against Houston, and I think the Steelers are in big trouble. George, the Steelers are in at number 9.
The key was Derrick Henry. Limiting Derrick Henry in the second half. He only had 14 yards after over 100 in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh's gone to Super Bowl.
Maybe. Time for number 8, and we head to the legend, Jeff Jodiak, on WMVP AM 1000, the Chicago Bears Radio Network.
Snap back, blitzing Campbell. Williams in a tight pocket, throws deep into the end zone. Got it, Walker! Touchdown! Touchdown, Bears! Against the blitz, stays in the pocket, and rifles a beauty to the rookie out of Texas A&M. And the QB shuffle.
The Bears could be dangerous in the playoffs for this reason. They were down 16-0 in this game to Detroit. They came back and tied it 16-16. And Jared Goff drove the Lions down the field for a game-winning field goal. They won 19-16. Caleb Williams, for those of you that weren't paying attention, I know we all were, 20 of 33, 212, and 2 touchdowns, and he broke Eric Kramer's franchise passing record of over 3,800 passing yards that stood since 1995. The Bears, 11-6 with their first-year head coach, number 2 in the NFC. That's in part thanks to the Eagles losing. And up next, home playoff game Saturday, the late game against division rival Green Bay. The Bears finished the regular season as number 8, George.
Well, Caleb Williams entered that game with 6 fourth-quarter comeback wins in the season, tied with Peyton Manning in 1999, who excuse me. Sorry, Chris.
No, Sedano, I'm actually kind of worried about you.
Yeah, me too.
So if you're good, why don't you take this segment off? I'm not joking around.
Okay.
I just
I
feel
love the
bad.
Nuggets.
I know you got to use your voice tonight.
Yeah, big time.
Anyway, tied Peyton Manning.
It's a way to finish strong, bro.
Yeah.
We move to number 7, and for that, let's go to Sports Radio 610, Kilt in Houston.
5 seconds to go. First down, Colts at their 25. Leonard over the middle. He goes to Josh Downs. Takes it across the 30. Laterals back to Pittman. Pittman throws it back to Leonard, and Leonard is going to be sacked. He gets rid of the ball. Togiai picks it up. Togiai across the 5. Togiai into the end zone. Touchdown, Tommy Togiai to end the game. And the Texans win their 12th. What a way to finish the season.
Yeah, crazy. Houston has had an incredible season. We saw them week 1 against the Rams, and they were the hottest team to finish the season and go and win over Indianapolis, who was obviously falling apart. 3 takeaways from the defensive side, 6 for 6 on field goals. The Texans are in the 5th seed. I thought they were going to win their division, but that didn't happen because Jacksonville beat up on Tennessee. But here comes Houston, Monday Night Football, playoff game in Pittsburgh. What a game that's going to be. Houston finishes the regular season at number 7.
Hey, I got a nugget.
All right.
You know that Houston has never won a road playoff game before.
Well, they haven't been in that many playoff games, but no, that's true. We'll see. Bulls on parade for my old friends in Houston. We move to number 6. Some people might be upset about this placement. Let's hear from JB Long on the ESPN LA Rams radio network.
This drive has covered 72 yards in over 8 minutes. 18th rep of the drive. Shotgun snap, fake the handoff, throw the fade right side. Puka reaches up and palms it with the right hand. Touchdown Puka. Touchdown LA. On his head. Puka Nacua scores it, and the ball don't lie. 12-6 our score, 1:22 to go before the half.
Well, if you're upset with the placement of the Rams at number 6, don't be mad at me. Be mad at the Rams. You know, you lose that game against Carolina. You lose the game against Seattle. They were number 1 in my rankings for weeks. But here's the deal. The Rams are going on the redemption tour. It starts in Carolina this Saturday. It will go on the following week at Seattle. It will go on the following week at Philadelphia, and it will finish with a Super Bowl championship in San Francisco. The Rams finish the regular season at number 6.
I like it. Time for the top 5, but before we do that, Dr. Cerruti makes the top 10, the Cap 10 possible, and he's got that new sexy phone number.
Call 855-NOW-2020. 855-NOW-2020. That's 855-669-2020.
Thank you, Dr. Cerruti. Time for number 5, and for this, we head to WGR Sports Radio 550 in Buffalo.
Here's the snap. Trubisky rolling right, complete to Ty Johnson, and he shakes the tackle. He's in for the touchdown. The same play that they scored on in the first half works like a charm here in the fourth quarter, and there's another 6 on the board for Buffalo.
So the Buffalo Bills finished the regular season in the Cap 10 at number 5. Josh Allen was 18 of 25, 223, 2 touchdowns. The Bills go into the playoffs as the 6th seed. Here's the issue for Buffalo. Lindsay, you were talking about Houston having never won a playoff game on the road.
Go ahead.
The Bills have not won a playoff game on the road since 1992, and you're going to Jacksonville, one of the hottest teams in the NFL, for the wild card game this upcoming weekend. We're all going to find out how good Buffalo is or is not. And by the way, you talk about heavyweight matchups. Buffalo at Jacksonville, this is a heavyweight matchup. Buffalo's in at 5 to finish the season.
Thank you, Cappy. And again, you have to wonder, much like they made a move yesterday, the Ravens, if the Bills, again, what happens to McDermott? Could they be calling John Harbaugh secretly? You never know. Time to move to number 4. And now I'm doing it. And for that, we go to the Jacksonville Jaguars Radio Network.
But this is 3rd and 18 from the 45. Four-man rush. Allen drops the throw. Checks it down. Almost picked off. It is intercepted. The Jags running it back. There's Antonio Johnson. 40, 35, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Antonio Johnson with a pick six. The Jags have extended the lead. How good is that?
Jacksonville clinches the AFC South, totally crushing Tennessee. Not a surprise, 41-7. Trevor Lawrence, 3 touchdown passes, no interceptions. And Jacksonville goes from a 4-13 team with a first-year head coach to a 13-4 team. And we're going to find out, is Jacksonville for real? They host Buffalo this weekend in the first round of the playoffs. Jacksonville finishes the regular season 8 straight wins and number 4 in the Cap 10.
Time for the top 3. And for number 3, we head to 98.5, the Sports Hub in Beantown.
May with an alert at the line of scrimmage. Left foot forward, extends the hands, takes the snap on 3rd down and short. He throws it right in the end zone, wide open. Stevenson, he snags it. Touchdown, Patriots!
Yeah, the Patriots finish in at number 3. They kill Miami 38-10. Ramondre Stevenson, 3 touchdowns. Drake May continues his incredible season, 22 of 33, 257, 2 touchdowns, no picks. The Patriots finished 14-3. They're the number 2 seed in the AFC. And up next, wild card Sunday Night Football against the San Diego Chargers of Costa Mesa.
Time for number 2, and for that, let's go to who I think is the best team in the AFC, the Mile High City KOA Denver.
Lance in the shotgun. Denver rushes 4. Lance in the pocket, throws a caution route, deflected and intercepted. Intercepted and down the west sideline. This is going to be inside the 15, inside the 10, and that is a touchdown for Jaquan McMillan.
Jaquan McMillan, the pick 6. The Broncos clinched the number 1 seed overall with a 19-3 win over the Chargers. Granted, the Chargers didn't play Justin Herbert. They didn't play a lot of their guys because they really weren't going to improve their playoff position. So they decided to rest, whereas Denver really needed this win to make sure that home field advantage goes through the Mile High City. You got to bye now if you're the Broncos. And we'll see who they eventually play in round 1. But Denver, an incredible season. And, oh, by the way, they should always be wearing those blue helmets and orange jerseys.
Yes,
the Denver Broncos.
Just give in.
Yeah.
Just make it the standard.
Old school.
Old school. John Elway style.
Right.
Back when they used to use loose in the Niners every year in the Super Bowl. And
Number
Dan
2,
Reeves
the Broncos.
Dan Reeves was screaming at John Elway. Have
Yeah.
you watched the Elway doc on Netflix?
I have, and I freaking loved it.
I'm ripping
Loved
up
it.
your top 10 sheet because I don't like number 1. Well, number 1, let's go to Cairo in Seattle.
4th down and the ball game for San Francisco. 6 yards to go from their own 24, trailing by 10. 1:55 left. Purdy in the gun. Shotgun snap. 4-man rush. 5 of the pattern in as he throws. Right side. Incomplete. The Seahawks stand. Seattle is back on top of the NFC West.
The Seattle Seahawks, with wins in the last few weeks of the season against the Rams and just beating down the 49ers, the Seattle Seahawks finished the season at number 1 in the Cap 10. Brock Purdy for the 49ers against the Seahawks, 19 of 27, 127 yards, 0 touchdowns, and an interception. And let me just say this. While Sam Darnold wasn't exactly brilliant, 20 of 26, 198, 0 touchdowns, he didn't really need to do that much because the running game, Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet, these guys over 170 yards rushing. So the Seahawks at 14-3 get the first round bye. They're the number 1 seed in the NFC. The Super Bowl rolls through Seattle. They get the bye, and then we'll see them in the divisional round. The Seattle Seahawks finish the regular season as the number 1 team in the Cap 10.
Disgusting.
Sad but true.
Dr. Cerruti, thank you for making the Cap 10 possible.
Call 855-NOW-2020. 855-NOW-2020. That's 855-669-2020.
Dr. Cerruti's the real deal. If you need your eyes fixed, he'll take care of you. Or if you just want to go in there and look at him, why not? I mean, come on.
He is hot.
826. We now see if Sedano got some warm tea in that throat. Because it's time to talk about our friend as I hold up his picture, another beautiful man, the great Jacob Emrani, Cappy.
Yeah, Jacob Emrani. Everybody knows Jacob in town, obviously. And Happy New Year to everybody from Jacob Emrani and his entire team at Call Jacob. But as we roll into 2026, we are wishing you a year of wealth, of health, of success, and good news only. However, if you end up in a car accident or you get hurt because someone else was careless, I want you to understand what it means to get Jacob and Ronnie involved, because there are no fees unless you win. It's really, really simple. When you call Jacob, he's the one that's taking the risk, not you. No fees unless you win, which means Jacob fronts the cost of fighting your case. You do not owe any attorney fees unless he wins money for you. And if there is no recovery, you do not pay those attorney's fees. That is how confident he is when he takes on your case. And, you know, that first phone call into his office is completely risk-free for everybody. When you dial that new number, I know everybody's waiting. We'll all do it together. 800-345-6789. You get that free consultation with a free case evaluation. You can ask questions. You can tell them what happened. And, you know, find out where you really stand. The lawyers at the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie are not there to overpromise or tell you what you want to hear. They're going to review your case. They're going to look at the facts. They're going to make sure that they can actually help you before they commit to representing you. That is honesty. That is respect. That is why people trust Jacob. And remember, he's been helping people who've been dealing with accidents and injuries since 1996, and he's here for you in 2026 with that new, easy-to-remember number. It's 800-345-6789. Think of it in order, right? 800, then 345-6789. So save it in your phone, because if you get into a car accident, you don't want to be scrambling around. You want to have that number in your phone. If you are hurt this year, make a risk-free call. Call 800-345-6789 or visit calljacob.com. Call Jacob. He takes the risk so you can focus on healing.
Thank you, Cappy. 828. A wacky Wednesday on this 7th of January, 2026. Coming up, we're going to take a 3-minute timeout, and then we will pay off the bid. Kobe Walsh from our ESPN LA marketing consultant team, basically our sales team, he'll be in here and we'll pay off Nate Landman versus Gregory Arthur Bergman. That's next on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
What's good? It's your boy, Producer D, DeAndre Hawkins from the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. And I've been lucky enough to host Lakers Talk Daily on our ESPN LA YouTube channel for the last year. But big news, starting Thursday at 11 a.m., a new era of Lakers Talk Daily. Now, all the way live. That's right, baby. Each weekday at 11 a.m., we're talking purple and gold live on the ESPN LA YouTube channel. I'm a ball knower, and I'll be ready to talk Lakers with you every day, starting Thursday. Lakers Talk Daily live at 11 a.m. on the ESPN LA YouTube channel. For all you ball knowers, come support your boy, and I'll talk to you on Thursday.
Let's see here. Good times for mac and cheese. Slip a Wahlburger in there. Cielo for a steak and some vino. Gotta grab a boba from Mosin. Pink coffee for dessert. Yep, that settles it. Can't start my diet until 2027. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo. You want to. The holidays are over. Now it's time to have fun. Get in the car. Head to Morongo. Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Good times.
The champion has landed. Lionel Messi's exclusive wine is here, and he chose Mortada Imports, the only place in the U.S. to get it. Stop searching. The 10 GOAT Primitivo Puglia is the bottle every sports fan needs to own. This is your chance to celebrate like a champion. It's history in a bottle. Don't miss this winning opportunity. Pre-sale is happening now. Go to messywine.com. That's messywine.com. Own the legend.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Are you downsizing or inheriting a home? Want to cash in on your equity? Call Sellers Advantage. They buy homes as is with no costly repairs, agents, or commissions. Get a competitive cash offer and close in days or on your timeline. Sellers Advantage has over 20 years of experience and even offers a $20,000 advance for moving expenses. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your no-obligation offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Sellers Advantage.
Morales here, and if you're in the market for a new ride, there's only one place to go. You know where it is, the Big Cat, Felix Chevrolet. You know the one right off the 110 in downtown LA with that classic black cat, Felix the Cat, smiling down on Figueroa. They've been serving Angelitos for over 100 years with unbeatable deals, an amazing selection, and service that treats you like family. A la familia. So whether it's a brand new Chevy or a certified pre-owned, make your next stop Felix Chevrolet. Head over to Felix Chevrolet, the Big Cat today. Ask for my guy, the GM Nicky D, and say, hey, Hey, I want to see that big cat.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Hi, this is Avner Gat, founding partner of the Sedano and Kap morning show. Avner Gat Inc. is your trusted Los Angeles public adjuster. Call me directly at 818-917-5256 for help navigating the complexity of your insurance claim. Now back to the Sedano and Kap morning show. Good morning, guys.
Buenos dias.
8:33, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a wacky Wednesday. The 7th of January, 2026, on this day in 2015. Ellie Goulding used to be one of my favorites. Great songs in the mid-2010s, Cappy. This one was called Love Me Like You Do.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ellie Goulding, by the way, not to be confused with the new head coach who took over for Lane Kiffin, Pete Goulding.
Oh,
at Ole Miss.
That's good knowledge. Today is also National Tempura Day. Shouts out.
Do you like tempura?
No, I don't.
When I was a kid and I was an uneducated Japanese food connoisseur, because I was a child, I would get tempura because I didn't want sushi. But then I found sushi, and I've never gone back to tempura.
But like tempura vegetables, you know what I mean? I was like, why do I want a vegetable that's fried like this, you know?
Because you think it's healthy when you're a child.
Right.
But it's
Even
not.
now, sometimes you write it off. You're like, hey, it's vegetables, right? It's better than not having vegetables. They're fried vegetables.
Today
but
is
they're
also
still
fruitcake toss day. You ever toss a fruitcake?
No, never.
I mean,
really.
How about you?
About 60% sometimes.
Yeah.
It should be illegal to laugh this much at 8:34 in the morning with one arm tied behind our back. We're that good on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Somebody else who's very good at his job, and he joins us in studio now. He's also the son of a legend, the great Richard Walsh. His son, Kobe Walsh. Richard ran sales here for many years at ESPN LA. His son followed in his footsteps. The great Kobe Walsh now joins us in studio. Also best friend of Nate Landman.
All right, now, let me do the interviewing here.
Go ahead.
There is a point of contention here for those that didn't hear earlier or yesterday during the Prize Picks Power Hour. Cappy wanted Nate Landman on. We found out that Kobe Walsh is, as Chris pointed out, is boys with Nate Landman, and apparently Bergman shot him down. Right? Kobe was pitching Landman. Bergman was like, nobody knows who Landman is, and now everybody knows who Landman is. So there is a point of contention. But I want a chronological discussion here. So, Kobe Walsh, I'll ask you this. When did you first approach Greg Bergman about Landman?
Well, first I want to say thanks for having me.
Get a little bit closer to Marco.
Get into that mic.
Is this
Kobe.
better?
Yeah,
much better.
You can pull it close, too.
You can hear that it sounds better, right?
Yeah, I think so.
There you go.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, that's why you're on the sales side.
So, one, thanks for having me on. Best show in the country. So that's one. And then two is shout out to Beto Duran. All right, so the story of GB hating on the Landman starts when Nate got signed.
Right.
He had
wow, it goes back that far.
Yes.
Because this is Landman versus Bergman. So
exactly.
Go ahead.
Exactly.
Wow.
So he gets signed, and GB makes his rounds over by the sales area. So
now, Berg, do you normally make rounds by the sales pit?
I go back there all the time. Yeah.
Okay. Just curious, rounds, because it sounds like you're a doctor. In
Right.
that sense.
I go back when I stop by. I talk to Kobe every day. I talk to him, Kates. I go to the bathroom.
You guys talk about UCLA?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I got the UCLA shirt on
every day. He has the UCLA shirt on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, GB had made his first round after Nate signed, and I had told him, hey, you should get this guy on, because I was looking out for you two, Sedano and Kap.
Right.
I was trying to get you guys, with Nate first.
Yeah, what a sweetheart.
So that you guys can have hey, we knew about this kid back in April.
Way back when.
OTAs.
Okay, right. Got it.
The first time GB looked at me and just kind of was walked right by me. Just
oh, wow.
Completely ignored me.
Blew you off, huh?
This is April, by the way.
Wait,
April.
so you were as he was walking by, you were like, "Hey, Landman, I know him." And he ignored you?
Well, so I always greet GB
Berg, as we call him here on the show.
Right.
He calls me
I
GB.
call him GB. So as soon as
you're on our show, so call him Berg.
Just call
Play by our rules, Kobe.
Right,
play by our rules,
I can
Kobe
play by
Walsh.
the rules.
KW.
Just once, though.
Okay.
So
right, go ahead.
Berg, every time he walks by the sales area, I always give him a nice, loud greeting, and we always, have a quick little chat.
Yeah.
Walked right by me the first time. Next day, I told him again, and he finally asked me, who is that guy? And I just said, he's the newest
Now, when he
linebacker.
asked you who is that guy, was it who is that guy? Like an inquisitive, who is that guy? Or was it a dismissive, who's that guy?
Very dismissive.
Because
Who's this?
that's an important
Good
detail
description,
here.
George. Good description. Yeah.
And I told him, hey, he's going to be the Rams starting linebacker.
Wow.
Was
And Berg,
proclamation.
Berg, just real quick, Bergie.
Yep.
When here's Kobe promoting his friend Nate Landman, somebody that you've never heard of before, none of us had heard of before, in your defense, and he's telling you he's going to be the starting linebacker. What are you saying? What is your response to all of that?
It's mostly probably not. I don't agree with you. I don't know if it's your friend, so you want to pump him up a little bit. That's about it.
Mm-hmm. Right. All right, keep going,
Now,
Kobe.
Greg.
Yeah.
How many starting linebackers could you actually name in the NFL, though?
Right now, I mean, I could probably, if I thought about it, I could probably name a few. But no, I did not know Nate Landman.
Not a lot, right?
Yeah,
So
not a lot,
there's also if I were asking you who the third baseman was in the Dodgers single A affiliate, you would know, right?
I could get close.
It is a
tonight.
level
I
of
could work
expertise
it
that
out,
you
yeah.
have.
Yes.
Whereas linebacker is not necessarily your level of expertise.
No.
But Greg, did you inquire to Kobe hey, tell me his story? Maybe there's a story here, or did you just completely blow it off he's not a name, nobody knows who he is?
No, it was just a friend.
By the way, why did you Morales? Greg,
I saw where
you
were digging. I liked it.
No, I'm asking pertinent questions here, and I
listen.
think also
So Bergman gave him kind of if we were doing this in an audio, he was like, "Hey man, that's a tune out. Hey man, tune out." That's kind of the tone he gave you, right?
100%.
But that's our relationship. That's our back and forth. He does this to me. I do that to him. Is that fair?
But here's
Kobe?
where things get different.
Okay.
Is I kept going with this because it's the off season as well. So that's the best way to get a player on the show.
For sure, agreed.
So I kept telling GB every single week, and now we're getting into training camp.
So now in training camp, right? Training camp happens. Now, when do we get to the preseason games where he's starting to play really well?
Yeah. So training camp, we went out to the second day of training camp, the whole office.
Right.
And Nate was not only on, running with the ones, but he was also the green dot. And previously,
now, Greg, do you know what the green dot is?
Yes, I know what the green dot is.
I'm just asking a question.
Right, but for everybody who doesn't know,
the captain of the defense, he's the one
well,
that
he's
calls
the play caller.
Yes,
he's the play caller. So when you're
but the green dot is really more about a communication, because the coaches can speak to him through his helmet, because he has the green dot.
Quarterback of the defense.
But this is important because if you're an
don't get
undrafted free
dismissive
agent,
with me. I'm asking you a question.
Okay.
Wow, don't get dismissive with my boy Sedano today, Bergman. Okay,
it's a dismissive Wednesday.
But it's important to note that if he's got that green dot, they already think that he's a
that
guy.
he's good.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so keep going, Kobe. So now it's day 2 of training camp, and are you still pitching the Landman to Bergman?
Yes.
Okay.
And by the way, if you're listening to McVay talking at training camp, by then we probably know he's raving about the Landman.
He's a dog.
Okay, so keep going, Kobe. What happens? Are you still pitching the Landman to the Bergman?
Oh yeah.
How long are you pitching Landman to the Bergman here during this training camp? Preseason era.
It pretty much was from the day he signed.
Right.
And our social team
put
out a post about it to really that first game.
So point of contention, just you answered how you see fit here. Were you pitching him to me hey, this guy's going to be good, or hey, I can get him on the air with you?
Mix of both.
Wow.
There was no, and also, by the way, I was not on this show yet. That came in September, but also.
Oh, so you're saying if you were on Mason in Ireland they would not have done as good a job with Landman.
No, that is not. I walked in, and I'm not in no sense.
Sedano was waiting in the weeds on that one.
Used. That did not come out of my mouth in
I'm
any
just
sense.
curious.
No, but that is what you were thinking.
I was I was not on either show at the time. I was off.
taken a firm position that you don't like guests on their show.
I don't like guests on most shows, to be honest with you. But yes,
I'm not sure, Greg.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, guests on most shows is kind of a silly position, but nonetheless,
no, I'm not saying you're bad at it. I'm not saying anybody's bad at it. It's a whole other conversation.
All right, but Kobe, you're still promoting the Landman to the Bergman because he's your friend,
Right.
and you think that he's an up and coming guy,
Right.
and you kind of are thinking, as I understand it, that we would have like an inside track on his story and creating
Correct.
a relationship. Is that right?
Exactly. Because last year the Rams defense, like the linebackers and the run defense, was terrible. And Atlanta told Nate that, like, hey, I don't want you back on the team because they were fine stopping the run. It was, pass coverage. And that wasn't Nate's specialty, so they let him walk. And when the Rams signed him, I was like, oh, he is perfect for what the Rams are looking for, which is a guy in the middle that can stop the run.
But Kobe, could you sell the story to Bergman? You got to sell it to him. Hey, look, he's an interesting
you're a
story.
salesman, Walsh.
Right? He was born in Zimbabwe. His dad was a pro rugby player.
Never
the
got
kid
any
was
of that.
undrafted.
None of that.
You could
None
have.
of that.
You could have sold it to him like,
Okay,
hey,
so
by the
that's
way,
that's a huge demerit for
Right.
Kobe
Mhm.
and a huge positive in Bergman's.
Correct. So Berg, as you guys like to call him, is now lying. Because I did tell him that he's from Zimbabwe.
Wow.
I told him about the tattoo of Africa right here on his chest.
You did not tell me
I told
about
him
any of these
undrafted. I told him Atlanta.
Now,
told him
Berg, is it
to go
possible
kick
you
rocks.
just don't recall?
I mean, I guess anything is possible, but
I mean, you were blowing him off, right, Bergie?
Yeah, if you were dismissive.
I did
Right,
not.
if you were being dismissive, you weren't being attentive in the listening department.
Here's where it gets funny.
Sure, but we didn't have that conversation. Didn't happen. It was the conversation between. He would just say Nate Landman to me over and over again.
he never told you
That was
about the Africa tattoo
Did
on
not
his
tell-
chest.
Did not tell me.
I
About
mean,
that.
that's
Okay,
just
So who is
I mean, that
lying
seems like
here?
a pretty specific detail.
But here's
Well,
where
his
it gets
friend. He
interesting.
knows about it.
Here's where it gets
No, I'm
interesting.
saying like for you not to remember that. I'm
Right.
actually in your corner there.
Thank you.
Relax.
Thank you.
Here's where it gets interesting. After that day at training camp, I told him, I said, hey, you saw the green dot on the helmet, right? And he said, if you keep bringing him up to me, I'm going to root against him.
Right. I told you. I did. I said that.
Bergman.
I admitted to that yesterday. I admitted to that at the beginning of the show that he was saying his
I
name
thought
to
it
me
was just
over
a
and
bit.
over and over again. That it was, and I was like, okay, I'm done hearing about Landman for right now because it was every single day nonstop. That I did say that. I will absolutely. I'm not scouting him in any sense of the word. This is just a between me and Kobe thing.
And
See,
then
this
the
is
full
good
circle
sales,
moment,
though, Kobe. Hold on, this is good sales because sometimes when you're trying to sell, you just call somebody every day until they're like, you know what, just to get you to leave me alone, I will buy. See, so Bergie could have been in that position where he's like, listen, I know you're hyping Landman every day, and I really can't take it anymore, so fine, screw it, we'll put him on the air.
Now, listen, Berg, you have been accused in the past of being anti. Are you anti-Zimbabweans?
No. Zimbabweans? Is that what it is? Zimbabweans?
It is
No.
Zimbabweans. I'm
Oh, is
almost
it?
positive.
Oh, nice. But no, I am not anti-Zimbabweans. I'm not anti-Landman. I actually said and I brought this up to you earlier. I sent a text to Kobe Walsh on September 7th.
I was going to bring this up.
Nate Landman with the play of the game, exclamation point. I was really excited about it.
Right.
Is that fair or no?
It's just funny to see you come full circle as you didn't want him on the show.
It wasn't
And
wanting on the
then
show. I didn't want you talking to
He
me
makes
about
a
it
big
anymore.
play, and
Oh.
now you're hyped about the Landman.
He was
Right,
oh.
but you missed the window is what Walsh is telling you. By September 7th, that's it. It's hard to get him on at that point.
I was gonna
And
say, did
after
you
he-
ever circle back?
Well, I see him once a week.
But Kobe, this is an important detail. How frequently do I say to you personally, hey, we got to put the Landman on the show. I declared week 1 he's my favorite player in the NFL based on his story, based on his punch-out routine. He's my favorite player. We got to get him on the show. How frequently do I say that to you?
I would say at least once a week.
So then how come we didn't do it?
Well,
because he's afraid. He's afraid that you don't want him on the show.
It's not. No, I never said anything about him wanting him on the show or not. The only time we didn't put him on the show was during training camp and we were trying to get Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams and Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, but we would have taken Nate in training camp.
Back then, you wouldn't have taken.
Yeah,
That's
we would
not
have,
true.
Because we would have told Sedano, and Sedano knows these guys he's doing the preseason. He would have said, yeah, let's put them on.
And I forgot a big piece. The captain's graphic came out, and I went over to GB's office. Bergie, sorry. And literally showed it to him.
And I said that was awesome. That's cool. Good.
And Bergie, why didn't you say
That's awesome.
But in
That's
that
cool.
moment, why didn't you say, you know what, I was wrong before. Let's get him on.
Because
if he's a captain now, right?
Because none of this was about his ability to play football.
Right, it was about getting him on the show, but at that point, he's a captain.
It was never about getting him on the show. It was about me and Kobe having a conversation back and forth where he was telling me about
why
him.
not get him on the show?
Because I was not on a show at that point.
You
so
could get
I was not
people
getting
on
the
the
show.
You're the operations.
Yeah, you oversee
manager.
all
Put him
the
on
show.
any
Hell,
show.
your
Title is.
Could have put him on any show.
And there was never a discussion on that at that point about, hey, do you
It's
want
not
me to get him
Kobe's
on?
job to have that discussion with you.
We need to stop for a second. Kobe, I need to ask you, was your intention when hyping Nate Landman to Gregory Arthur Bergman, was your intention to get him on the air?
100%. I wanted him to get a bunch of love in the new city.
Oh, wow.
Right, which feels like fairly obvious. So why did you need that spelled out to you, Greg?
That wasn't anywhere near the thought process of us going back and forth because for
He was
so
a hater.
long the back
He was
and
a hater.
forth was just about him saying his name to annoy me.
Wait, but didn't you both agree that he wanted to put him on during training camp?
That was like very, very early on.
Training camp is a
August.
month before the season.
Yeah, that's
Right.
when you establish those relationships in case they do blow up.
No,
like when
thank
we
you,
had
Lindsay.
Puka on when he was the
Well,
fifth round
Lindsay's
pick.
correct. Lindsay
No,
would
I
have put
know.
him on.
I'm saying thank you.
I had no idea about this relationship. Did you, Christopher?
I didn't know about it until Nate Landman became a star, and then Kobe was like, oh,
This
yeah,
is-
that's
and
my guy.
And that's what it is. Because he became a star,
That's
we're going
not true.
back to 8
Well,
months
but you
prior.
had the in. That's the
Yeah,
whole
we
point.
had
It's
the
like-
in.
It's like you could have bought Nvidia at like $1. You know
I
what I'm
did.
saying?
I did.
You bought Nvidia at $1,
Well, it
Lindsay?
was like $7. But
Oh, good for
it's
you.
a lot more now.
Hope you're holding it.
Holding all the
Big
way.
time. Big time. That's
right.
great.
And you had Nvidia stock or Nvidia or whatever you want to call it, and you just like you're like I don't want to buy it. I don't know what the hell that is.
So, Bergie, how would you recommend if somebody wanted to try and sell you on somebody that's an unknown commodity but thinks that they're going to be a future star? What could he have done? What could Kobe have done to not annoy you?
Go talk to Lindsay. Go talk to Emily.
Oh.
Talk to
okay.
Laura.
Why didn't you?
Because that wasn't. This is not what the back and forth was.
I would disagree. I mean, it was pretty obvious that I wanted you to get Nate on the show.
It does feel fairly obvious
I
that was
love
the
what
case.
you're doing right now, Kobe.
No,
yeah.
but
What is he doing?
But Greg, why else would he approach you? Like, I don't
because he's
understand.
been talking to me for like 3 months about this guy. We were obviously it was annoying me, so he wanted to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. That's
Let me
what
just
happens.
say one thing real quickly about Kobe. So many months ago, I said, you know what? We need Felix Chevrolet on the air here. I've always wanted to do Felix Chevrolet endorsements. I didn't bring it up again. 3 months later, he's like, hey, I went and met with Felix Chevrolet. Let's go meet with them. We're going to bring them on. Kobe makes stuff happen. So my point being is, if Kobe's bringing it up to you, there's a purpose by it.
Well, and Chris, just to double down on what you're saying, Kobe is in the back in our sales department. He's got to sell Sedano and Kap, Mason and Ireland, DeMarco and Travis. But Kobe loves the Sedano and Kap show. Kobe, I don't mean to put words in your mouth. Am I wrong here?
No, you're speaking facts.
Right. So he loves this show, and he wants to get his BFF, Nate Landman, on the Sedano and Kap show.
Now, Kobe,
We got about 2.5 minutes here.
Wait. So, Kobe, you, in Bergman's defense, for a little bit, it's not like when I walk back there, you don't always like ask me like a million questions about the Lakers or whatever. Like you and I actually have a bet. Like you told me that the Rockets would finish in the play-in, and I told you I'll bet you whatever amount of money you want. You said $50.
Yep.
That the Rockets would be a play-in team, and I said no problem. I'll take that bet. And you actually said to me the other day, I might as well just give you the $50, which you probably should. But nonetheless,
season's not over yet, though.
My point is, I'm back there. Why didn't you ask me or Cap or whoever when we came back there?
I was under the assumption that Berg was the one who you go to when you have a talent that can join the show.
That's a fair assumption. Honestly,
I didn't know that I was going to like the talent directly.
He tried to play by the rules, George.
I guess you shouldn't. That is fair. I guess
he
you
tried to
shouldn't.
play by the rules.
Although,
Because if Kobe went to you directly, Lindsey, Berg, and myself would be like, Kobe, why are you going to Sedano to book talent?
Because other people have done that, and it's not not boded well for them.
We always screw things up anyway.
Yeah.
Well, the bottom line is this. I will say that on Bergie's side, I stand with Berg in that in the early part of the season when nobody knew who Nate Landman was, I would understand Bergie saying, no, we don't want a free agent linebacker who may or may not make the team. We want Devontae Adams. We want Puka Nacua. I will side with Bergie on that side.
Right, but by the time week 1 and 2 of the preseason rolled around and we saw he was making plays and he was a starter and he was a green dot, like we probably at that point, I would say that, Berg, you should have reassessed.
By preseason game 1?
Yeah, but also preseason.
We played the theme song from the TV show Landman because
week
of
one.
him.
Yeah.
He was solidified as a starter.
The last thing that I have to say about that, preseason, nobody plays in preseason. So, the starters do not play.
Plays in every practice, and they had made him a starter at that point. Like we knew that he was number 1 in the depth chart.
All right, we got to go. We will be back. The Prize Picks Power Hour, top of the hour. Rich Eisen Show on 7:10 a.m. terrestrially. Thank you, Kobe Walsh. The beef will continue. Nate Landman versus Gregory Arthur Bergman. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on Wednesday, the 7th of January. Mongrels, stay tuned.
Hello, hello, hello. This is Big Game James Worthy of the Los Angeles Lakers, and I'm here with iSpot Active. Here to let you know that we're going to be at the Fit Expo in Los Angeles on January 10th and January 11th at the LA Convention Center. So come on down, check out iSpot Active, see what our wearable cryo gear is all about. We're going to be raffling off some tickets for some basketballs, giving away some autographs, and having a lot of fun. So come on down to the Fit Expo January 10th and 11th. iSpot Active will be there. Hope to see you there.
Park Party Play. Join Travis Rogers, Sua, and me, Chris Morales, for the ultimate ESPN LA Rams watch party during Wild Card Weekend. We're live from Hollywood Park Casino this Saturday at 11:30 a.m. for pregame, halftime, and postgame coverage. Cheer on the Rams and win exclusive prizes. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Now for a limited time, get 0% APR for 60 months on the Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end February 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Call Jacob.
LA, are you ready? Introducing your new hotline for accidents and injuries.
800-345-6789. That's not a score, guys. That's the number. 800-345-6789.
Because when LA gets hurt, there's only one call that counts.
Accident or injury. Call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob. 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of Los Angeles is offering buy one, get one 50% off, and every day 0% financing. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends January 31st, 2026.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Let's see here. Good times for mac and cheese. Slip a Wahlburger in there. Cielo for a steak and some vino. Gotta grab a boba from Mosin. Pink coffee for dessert. Yep, that settles it. Can't start my diet until 2027. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo. You want to. The holidays are over. Now it's time to have fun. Get in the car. Head to Morongo. Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Good times.
John Ireland for Blue Ice, the finest potato vodka sourced from Idaho and pure Snake River Aquafire water. Find classic Blue Ice vodka or any of their unique flavors in stores or ask for it by name. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste is everything.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rogers.
The Los Angeles Rams have concluded the 2025 regular season at 12-5, and Matthew Stafford is waiting to find out whether or not he will win his first MVP of the NFL. Here's where the numbers finish. Matthew Stafford leads the entire league in yards, 4,707. Drake May, his nearest competitor in the MVP race, finishes fourth. Touchdowns, Matthew Stafford, number 1 with 46 touchdown passes this season. Drake May, number 3. Interceptions, both of them with 8. QBR, Drake May leads 77.2. Matthew Stafford right on his heels at number 4 at 71. And then when it comes to quarterback rating, 113.5 for Drake May. Matthew Stafford right on his heels at number 2. It is really close to call. And of course, Matthew Stafford finishes the season 4 touchdowns against 0 interceptions. With Tuesday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Powered by ZipRecruiter. Looking for your next great hire? Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
When it comes to hiring, other job sites are still huddling while ZipRecruiter's already in the end zone. That's why over 4 million businesses have used ZipRecruiter to hire, and why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com.
That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
Rich Eisen here. LinkedIn Jobs is stepping things up with their new AI assistant so you can feel confident you're finding top talent. Get this. Employees hired through LinkedIn are 30% more likely to stick around for at least a year compared to those hired through the leading competitor. Hire right the first time. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen, then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. And promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply.
Smalls here. Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your 6 figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year 1 needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, they've seen it all. And they're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Previously on the Sedano and Kap morning show.
I walk over to the sales side yesterday, and I'm having brief conversations with everybody, and then I run into one of my favorites, a guy by the name of Kobe Walsh.
Right.
And Kobe and I have a relationship because Kobe was a long snapper at UCLA. I was a field goal kicker. We've got that specialist operation relationship between Kobe and I. And Kobe, it turns out, is really, really, really good friends with Nate Landman.
Oh, the Landman.
The Landman. Now, you may remember, back in week 1, I told you in week 1 that Nate Landman was my favorite player in the NFL. His first punch-out, I said, you guys got to hear this story. This guy was born in Zimbabwe.
Isn't that where Radio Rinaldi began?
Yes, it really began with Nate Landman.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
My new favorite player in the NFL.
Oh.
Not for the Rams. My new favorite player in the NFL is Nate Landman. Do you guys know what Landman's background is?
No.
You guys?
I will remain quiet. Yes,
so here's the deal.
Yeah.
This guy was born in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
His father was a pro rugby player.
Yeah.
It wasn't until he was a kid that they moved to Northern California.
Danville. A little sabor?
Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the güero on the radio.
Giant Mexican, horn section. And
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
give me a freaking break. So I said to Kobe Walsh yesterday, I said, hey, we really got to get Nate Landman on the show. And you know what he told me?
What?
Bergie shut him down.
Midnight in the Desert. I'm Mark Bell.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
Bit Boy.
Right now.
Monstrous.
Beto, I don't want to eat that. We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
So, Mongrels, stay tuned.
Oh, well, that's just the preseason. He's like a number 3 guy. He's going to be a special teams guy if he even makes the team.
Okay, that part. There was none of that stuff.
Okay.
That stuff is all
that's
made
not
up
true.
nonsense.
That's not true. Kobe made that up.
If we're going to do this, especially with Sedano tomorrow, don't put that part in.
Okay.
Don't make up stuff.
Oh, I didn't make it up.
I'm
Kobe
especially
made it
putting
up.
that part in now.
I love Bergie saying, don't put that in. I don't want the wrath of Sedano. Boom.
Don't put lies.
Well, I mean, I don't know how we would adjudicate, but I would say no contest at the moment.
That's fine. It was 8 months ago, so whatever you guys want to rule.
All I know is
we
Nate
could have been the
Landman
show of Nate Landman, and that would have been good.
Yeah.
Not 8 months ago. I wasn't on the show 8 months ago.
Well, we could have been the show right now of Nate Landman, and that would have been good.
Or somebody else at the station could have had this great relationship with Nate Landman.
I think he came on with DeMarco earlier this year.
I don't recall.
I don't recall that.
I believe
I do
he
not
did.
recall. So, do we have a winner here in the Landman versus Bergman debate?
Sedano just said no contest.
I know for me, I'm kind of, I will admit this. I got to side with Bergie because I don't remember who it was, but I do remember us going to training camp and the Rams were like going to put somebody on the show. And I remember Bergie saying, no, we want Devontae Adams.
Correct.
Like you want the stars. I understand that. But I also love the stories. So if Kobe could have pitched and sold to Bergie this story, maybe Bergie would have bought. But Bergie, you are denying that Kobe Walsh told you about the Africa tattoo on the chest.
Correct.
Oh, say I didn't even know the Africa tattoo on the chest.
Neither did I. Until
So
you talked about it in week 1.
I didn't even talk about it in week 1. I just found out about it a few minutes ago.
Or the Zimbabwe part of it.
He didn't tell you any of that.
No.
But he says he does.
Yeah, he did. He did say that he did try and tell you that stuff.
While we figure out that, Julian Council, host of Locked On Panthers, is going to join us in about 10 minutes. And I feel like we need to explain again, for those who maybe didn't hear it, what this bit is.
Yesterday, right.
But first.
It's a lot of bits today.
I know. Let me sip out of my Felix Chevrolet. Oh, coffee mug.
How is it?
Oh, it's beautiful, man. And I hold up the license plate of the Big Cat. I'm going to try to do this read with a cough drop in my mouth and not swallow it like Sedano did yesterday. Nicky D, the general manager of Felix Chevrolet. I call him Nicky Deals to begin 2026 because if you need a brand new car and you want a Chevrolet, maybe the Traverse, like my girlfriend Stephanie has, maybe you want a Corvette and ride
Stop
around
taunting me.
like Cappy and go zoom, zoom. You go see the legend. They've been doing it since 1921. Felix Chevrolet across from USC. Literally, you walk outside of Felix Chevrolet, there's the Galen Center. That's how close they are to the campus of USC. The Big Cat looking down on Figueroa. Felix Chevrolet. Or maybe you want to really step up and get a Silverado. Maybe you want an EV. The Equinox is an amazing EV. Our friend, the P1, Jason Esparza in Whittier, he just got one. It's absolutely beautiful. You go see Nicky D at Felix Chevrolet, the general manager. You walk in there and you say, Nicky D, I want to pet that Big Cat. And he's going to let you pet it. And he's going to get you a great deal on a brand new ride or a pre-owned vehicle. You want a Chevrolet? You want to be a proud American? Drive Chevy and go see Felix Chevrolet Nicky D for all the details. Nicky Deals, Jack.
Hey, Chris, you got to stop taunting me on Instagram with this
Corvette
Corvette
videos?
thing, man. I mean, you know that my dream car is a Corvette.
And you keep putting these videos out there and you keep tagging me in them about how, hey, Cap, come on down, see the big cat, and
now,
get yourself a Corvette.
Have you brought up to Rachel, your girlfriend, Rachel, that you want a Corvette?
Not only have I brought it up to her, but every time a brand new Corvette passes me, I'm like, ooh, I think I like the white one. And then another one will pass me. No, I think I got to stick with the yellow. Yellow's what I really want. Now they got that new bluish color.
Yeah, that was the video I sent you.
I know, and I'm like, ooh, I love that blue. So, and I even talked to Nikki D about like what's like the base package of a Corvette versus like what's the highest end you can get. And when the time is right, I will drive my dream car, and that is a Corvette.
Beautiful, man. Well, anyway, let's explain this bit, Sedano. The Julian Council, the host of Locked On Panthers.
Right. Long story short, I get a call from a buddy of mine, Mike Goldfarb, who used to work at ESPN, right? He was a brilliant producer here at ESPN for a long time. And TNT before that. And he now basically runs Yahoo and their content in a large way. So he hits me up and he's like, hey, we're going to do this like fun debate style thing on the show that I'm producing. And we want to have a good time. It doesn't have to be like first take necessarily, but it's just like fun spirited, good natured, jovial debate. And we're going to do it for each playoff team, right? Like each playoff matchup. She's like, do you got like a Rams guy? So I said, yeah, I got a Rams guy. My guy, Cap, is the guy. So I connect Cap with him. They eventually figure it out. And then somehow, I don't know, you guys brought up yesterday that a gentleman named Julian Council would be the Panthers person. I said, I know Julian Council. He used to be a producer in sports radio for a very long time. Really good kid. And now he's, now he's not a kid anymore. He's a grown man. And, he's an on-air talent now. So I said, that'd be great. And then, so that was just like the random pop in at the end after we did 20 minutes on Mike Goldfarb yesterday to start the Prize Picks Power Hour. So what I would add is that Lindsay texted me yesterday and said, hey, do you have Julian Council's contact info? And I said, yeah. And I sent it to her and I just wrote YouTube Hour. And then later in the group text, I see she was asking if I had reached out to him. And I said, no, I thought you were going to do that. And then eventually he connected with me. He texted me because I guess he heard about it. And I guess he's coming on, right? So are we pre-screening him? Are we having the pre-debate? What are we doing here?
Well, I mean, when I texted him yesterday, I just wanted to see, because you said on the air, you're like, I'll text him right now. I didn't know if he knew the background already. So I wanted to make sure that
I don't think he was familiar with any of it.
No, he wasn't. So that's why I didn't know if you were like, hey, we were talking about you or anything. So I told him, hey, I'm a producer. And I said, better than explaining it to you, I'm just going to send you the clip. So I sent him the clip, and he was like, well, Yahoo hasn't even reached out to me yet.
Okay,
yeah.
So let's time out.
They did eventually.
Right, they did.
But let's time out right there. Let's time out for a second.
Yeah.
So could I just please go to the audio tape from yesterday? Because I think it's important for us to re-air how this went. Because I do think, as Lindsay just pointed out, that this young man, who I don't know, George, you know this young fella, that this guy, nobody at Yahoo had reached out to him yet. So let's just go back to the conversation yesterday.
Well, and the only reason I knew is because you guys said that who the somebody here said that's who they were going to reach out to.
Right. So let's go back and listen to what happened, because I think there's an important detail that's being missed here. Jorge, it's about 50 seconds long. Could you please play the conversation that took place yesterday?
Yeah. Charlotte native and sports radio veteran Julian Council hosts the Locked On Panthers podcast.
I know Julian Council. Good dude.
So there you go.
Julian Council,
two good dudes.
Okay.
He let me tell you something. He started as a producer, worked his way up. He did it the right way. Good dude.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
So now we got Goldfarb, who's a good dude. We got me, who George presented as a good dude. And now we got this other Carolina Panther guy who's also considered good. These are three good dudes.
I can't wait for the hour-long recap we do on Thursday about the 10 minutes you did on the Yahoo podcast. It's amazing.
I gotta ask you guys. I gotta ask you to stop the tape. I'll do it. I'll freaking do it. I'll
we only got
represent the Rams
for 7 more minutes right now. Can we do something with him?
I'll
other than
represent
this?
the Rams.
Happy, make sure you tweet at Julian Council, by the way.
Let me look this guy up. Good dude. All right, let me tell you where there's a problem with what we're doing here today.
Okay.
So you'll at the beginning of that at the beginning of what Jorge just played, Lindsay said Julian Council.
Right.
I didn't say Julian Council. I didn't know who Julian Council was.
You said it was the host.
No, you said they were going to have the Locked On Panthers guy.
Yeah,
we looked it up.
And so I looked it up.
Right. So I said all I knew was what I was told by Goldfarb is the other guy will be a guy who has a Locked On podcast. Okay, I didn't say his name. I didn't know his name. So I said Locked On Podcast, and then Lindsay went and looked it up, and she presumed that the Locked On Podcast would be a guy from the Carolina Panthers Locked On Podcast,
you
right?
You did say the Locked On Panthers podcast, the host of the Locked On Panthers podcast. So that's what I looked up.
Okay, so that's why I asked Jorge to go grab that audio, and we probably would have needed to back up the audio about 30 seconds prior to that. Because
I do remember exactly. That's
Okay.
how else would I have come to
Well,
that
why would
conclusion?
she have looked up with a Locked On Panthers
that's
podcast
right.
person?
So just understand this. Yeah. All I knew from what I was told by Good Dude Goldfarb was that there's a Locked On Podcast guy from Carolina, and he's going to be on the other side.
Right. Lindsay then looked that up, and it was Julian Council. I was like, oh, I know Julian Council.
Right. However, I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
We may have the wrong guy.
No, well, now it's going to be Julian Council.
Right. So even if it
So
wasn't going to be
what
him,
you're saying, Cappy, is they probably had someone else in mind, but because I brought up Julian Council, now it's going to be Julian Council against you.
they have another Locked On Panthers podcast?
I'm not sure. So what happened is, so it is conceivable that I did say Carolina Panthers Locked On Podcast. That is a very real possibility.
Right.
Are you telling me you're not doing the Yahoo show tomorrow with Julian Council? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that the guy on the other side from Yahoo may not be Julian Council. That's what I'm saying.
Well, now I think it is it not?
It is, because here, I'll read you.
Well, no, I text Goldfarb and I said, now you got to book Julian Council, right? And he's like, oh, no, yeah, it's done.
So I sent him the clip of
so
what
basically,
happened.
you, Cappy, they might have had someone else. So here's what I'm reading here. Yahoo
amazing.
may have had someone else in mind to debate you.
Yeah.
And then when you said, yeah, it's going to be the Locked On Panthers guy from the podcast,
right?
Lindsay then looks it up.
Yeah.
It then says, she says it's Julian Council. I say, oh, I know Julian Council. So
Right.
I basically backed Yahoo into booking Julian Council because you gave us what you thought was accurate information, which may have not been accurate information.
Right.
And then we ran with it, and then it ends up Julian Council, who is also who is clearly the host of the Panthers Locked On podcast,
Right.
Ends up in the spot that maybe was not intended for him.
Yeah. So, George, let me tell you that I got 12:23 p.m. yesterday afternoon. I get a text from Good Guy Goldfarb.
Yeah.
And he says, he says, I can't wait to listen to today's show. George just filled me in. I write back, yes, it was funny. And then I say, what is the gentleman's name who's repping Carolina? And he says, Walker Mel.
Oh, we screwed Walker Mel.
Who's Walker Mel?
I don't know. And so here's what I say. He actually,
what happened to Julian?
Right. And so Good Guy Goldfarb says, Walker Mel is prepared, funny, and is looking forward to it. I'll have my booker send all the details by tomorrow. And then Good Guy Goldfarb, an hour later, sends me a text. He says, just finished listening to the segment. Yes, you can bring up the sex toy on our show anytime. That's fair game. So, I mean, obviously, we must have been talking about the Walmart thing.
Yeah.
So here's to me the beauty of all of this. I didn't know the name of the other person. All I was told was he's got a Locked On podcast. It is totally conceivable that I may have said on the air, he's got a Carolina Panthers Locked On podcast, which may have been an assumption on my part, at which point Lindsay goes and finds the Locked On Carolina Panthers podcast. She says the name
You're blaming
Julian.
this on me.
Oh, no. I'm just thinking this is great because this whole time, this guy Julian might be thinking to himself, what are they calling me for? I don't even know what these guys are talking
Walker
about.
Mel also does Locked On Hornets.
So this is to me very funny.
And he's a
because
host
George,
at WFNZ. Hey.
Right. So, George, you may have, with your relationship with Goldfarb may have been expecting Walker Mel.
Right,
but then
now he's
you
got
told
Julian
him,
Council because because you led us down a rabbit hole to think it was Julian Council.
Have you looked up Walker Mel? He's a good looking man.
Yeah, so I couldn't find Julian Council. I couldn't find him. And so now Goldfarb is texting me literally right now, George, saying it is in fact going to be Julian Council. It is confirmed. So you have exactly done what you said. My mistake, which was, hey, this guy's some guy. I don't know who it is, but he's a Carolina Panthers podcast guy. Lindsay does the looking up. She
Right.
finds counsel. You say you know counsel. Next thing you know, we're inviting counsel on the show. And the entire time, I'm thinking to myself, we're going to bring this kid on today, and he's going to have no idea what we're talking about.
Right.
Well, I did
And
explain it to him.
Walker Mel got screwed.
Walker Mel.
Sorry, Walker.
He bit the big one on this.
He's a Panthers analyst. No, so he is on Locked On Panthers. It
Right.
looks like Walker Mel's on Locked On Hornets.
Yeah, so that doesn't make sense as
Anyway,
far as what you were saying. Yeah.
Well, I think what they were thinking was, well, he's a radio host in Charlotte, and he's got
Right,
this
'cause
this
right,
Hornets
he's a talk
podcast.
show host now.
Right.
Yes.
So we're going to use him, and then because George knows the Goldfarb guy, and we brought up this Julian Council guy, they decided, well, let's just go with Julian Council.
I'm
And
gonna call Julian.
we come back to we have spent 85 minutes of content on a 10-minute podcast that you're doing tomorrow
Appearance
for
that
Yahoo
Cappy's gonna do
Sports.
tomorrow,
Yes.
right. Yes, yes.
And we're going to recap it tomorrow, which is going to be amazing.
Oh, my God.
It's so good.
Let me tell you guys, there was a part of me yesterday, true story, George. There's a part of me yesterday that's thinking to myself, I should probably text everybody and tell everybody, hey, it's not this Julian Council guy, it's this Walker Mel guy. But then I thought to myself, it would be a whole lot funnier if Julian Council comes on the show, has no clue what we're talking about, assumes that we're just inviting him because he's, a Carolina Panthers expert, and then we start bringing up this Yahoo thing to him, and he has no idea what we're talking about. I actually thought that would have been funnier,
So
but as it
I got
turns
a
out,
text. Go ahead.
as it turns out, the whole Walker Mel thing gets nixed because I bring up Panthers podcast. Lindsay says Julian Council. You say you know the guy. Next thing you know, we're having him on the show. And the next thing you know, Walker Mel gets cut and Julian Council is in.
It is a final for Walker Mel. But the good news is the great Julian Council, part of the Locked On Panthers podcast on the Locked On Network, not the Locked On Hornets, which Walker Mel is part of. Julian Council now joins
Let's
us.
talk about the Hornets.
On the Sedano and Kap
I work in the NBA, and I don't even want to talk about the Hornets.
Julian, good morning.
Good morning. So wait, hold on. So let me understand this. The Yahoo podcast I was apparently booked to do ever asking me about, in finding out through y'all, they were actually asking Walker to do it ahead of me. I don't even want to do it now. How dare they?
You know what, Julian? Honestly, I feel the same way. Screw them. Let's not do it.
I just, and then once
You
like,
better
once I
do
got
it
the
after
text-
all this, Cap.
No, now listen. Both of your asses are doing it now.
Yeah, we're going to do it, obviously. We're in it through solidarity at this point in time. But, when I got the text from Doug Branson, now it's all coming together now. So thank you for saying Walker Mel's name, because Doug does the Locked On Hornets podcast with Walker. So he's like, you know what? Let me have Walker do this. Let me put my boy on instead of coming to the Panthers guy. So, Doug, if you're out there, I'm coming for you, buddy.
All right.
Well, listen. You were going to get screwed. And just by happenstance,
pure happenstance,
we because we thought it was going to be the Panthers podcaster which is you.
Mm-hmm.
We and Lindsay brought up your name. I'm like, bro, I know Julian, and then that was it. And then we just assumed it was you. And I, whether it ends up being by force or just because the way it turned out, you're going to end up on this Yahoo podcast with Cap.
Yeah,
and
it's gonna be
Goldfarb
great.
is going to make that happen.
Yes, that's right. So, Julian, I'm looking forward to it because here's the thing. What they want from us is, from what I gather thus far, is that
fun-spirited debate.
Right. Hey, listen, you're around the Carolina Panthers. You follow them every day. You know what their story is. And I follow the Rams, and I go to all the home games, and we do broadcasts from training camp, and I supposedly know what's going on.
Cappy eats a lot of chicken tenders at the games. Yeah.
That's right. That's true. And so, they think that I'm the Rams guy, you're the Panthers guy. Let's have a spirited conversation about this game, which the Panthers won, I want to say, in Week 13. So you tell us. You give us a sense of what's going on down in Charlotte. Is there a lot of confidence because the Panthers did beat the Rams a few weeks back?
Yeah, I think there is a lot of confidence within that building and obviously within the city, because if you've done it once, you can do it twice, right? And here's the thing. These guys got in the worst possible way you could get into the playoffs by losing pretty much every single game where they had the opportunity to clinch on their own. But a hat and a T-shirt's a hat and a T-shirt, and that's what everybody in that locker room has said since losing that game on Saturday and losing to Seattle and then losing even to the Saints back in Week 15. They don't care. They're in the dance, and they're going to get an opportunity to potentially, for the second time this season, knock off a Rams team who I think is quite clearly better than them, but that did not matter back in Week 13, as you mentioned, when Matthew Stafford had those 3 turnovers. So, yeah, there's a lot of confidence in their ability to go out and win this game, and you don't know what you don't know. And there's a lot of guys who've never been in this spot. Bryce Young is chief among them, who are going to go out there and try to see if they can do it again.
What do you think? Because here's what I think. The Panthers had a really great day, and Matthew Stafford had a very uncharacteristically bad day. And listen, when you throw picks and you get strip sacked and it turns into points, defensive points, I mean, that is a recipe for winning. But I don't know that you can game plan that. So for me, I look at the Rams and I think better coach, I think better quarterback, I think getting healthy at the right time, and I think redemption tour starts in Carolina. So I'm very biased in all of this, but I think the Rams go there and take care of business no problem.
No, and I don't disagree with you. Like, I'm very practical when it's talking about this Panthers team. Look, they're 8-9, so this is obviously not a good football team. I just talked about how they lost every single game they needed to win down the stretch, aside from that one Tampa game that could have clinched it on their own. So this is not a team I necessarily believe in to go out there and win this game, but I haven't believed in them all season long, and they still found a way to beat the Packers in Green Bay. They found a way to beat this Rams team. But you're right, and here's the difficult thing. Like, when games like that happen, and the entire fan base and city's excited, you don't want to be the guy that tells them, yeah, well, they did win, but we understand, right, that Matthew Stafford, the pick six, he hadn't done that. He had thrown 28 straight touchdowns without interception, and then he goes to pick six. The tip interception there by Derek Brown to Nick Scott, okay, that was a good defensive play. Then the strip sack, like, turnovers, they happen typically in bunches, but oftentimes that's just luck. Are we expecting Matthew Stafford to throw 2 interceptions, including a pick six again on Saturday, and to get strip sacked by Derek Brown? Like, it's certainly in the realm of possibility, but I wouldn't count on it if I'm the Panthers. Like, the one thing I would look at that is encouraging from that game is the fact that they didn't have J.C. Horn, their Pro Bowl corner. They didn't have Trevon Berry. Did not have Christian Roseboom, who I know was out there last year, and Elliot Hill, who's wearing a green dot now here in Charlotte. Like, they were able to go and win that game and cause those turnovers without some of their key pieces. I wouldn't expect the turnovers to happen again because they really didn't stop the Rams aside from getting those takeaways in that game. But not having some of your key pieces at least can give you some sort of confidence. We did it without them. Now let's do it with JC and the rest of those guys who missed out on that game in Week 13.
Yeah, but
you
said
Julian,
it well.
Here's what you need to do, though, on this podcast.
Okay, let me hear it,
You need
George.
to
Give
sound
advice.
a little more confident in your team.
He's
Okay,
not confident, though. He's not.
And create a little faux bravado is what I would say.
Yeah.
And be like, yo, Dave Canales and Bryce Young are L.A. kids, and they're going to come and take L.A.'s cookies, okay? They're going to take the Rams out. They're going to beat them again. They're going to advance. They're going to be the Cinderella story of this NFL season, and they're going to take out the team that everyone thought in the preseason would win the Super Bowl in the NFC. You got to come strong, and then that way Cappy's on his heels from the out of the gate.
Yeah.
You
I'm
got to
like,
come
hey.
out firing.
George, I can do that tomorrow morning, but like right now, like you guys asking me like,
Oh, you're
realistic
rope-a-doping
questions.
him is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I like it. This is rational Julian on our show, but he will be irrational, unbelievable Julian tomorrow on the Yahoo show.
Right.
Absolutely. And I'm finding out we're doing this with Jason Fitz, who
Jason
I used to
Fitz, who
produce
used to
for-
work at ESPN.
Yeah.
Yes, he's the host.
Yeah, I used to produce for him back in Nashville. So, like,
I don't
all
know
these
him
things
either.
are happening, and good guy. We're all good guys, apparently.
Another good guy.
George is throwing that out
hey,
there liberally
Goldfarb's a good
yesterday.
guy.
Jason Fitz actually, Cappy, you love stories. I mean, the guy was like a country music star.
Come on, get out of here.
Yeah, he was a fiddler for the band Perry. He has a
Right.
Grammy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just finding him here on Twitter for the first time. I got to hook up with this guy. Just
You
like
gotta
I just
follow him
hooked up
next.
with Julian Council.
By the way, also big Raiders fan. Like you were up
Yeah.
until yesterday.
Well, but I still could become a Raiders fan once John Harbaugh gets that job, George.
Wait, hold on. You're actually a Raiders fan?
No, he's
Well-
not. He's a phony fan. He just jumps teams every year.
That's right, I do.
I mean, well, look, choose happiness. I agree with that.
Choose happiness, huh? Well, I chose happiness when I left the Chargers. That's when I chose happiness.
Right,
or
this is the
chose
thing.
happiness,
Cappy's
or whatever.
history is he was in San Diego forever, and the Chargers. He tried to broker the deal to keep them in the city. They betrayed the city, and he is his fandom is basically whoever's playing the Chargers.
That is true. That is true.
Didn't the Rams betray their city too, or at least Stan Kroenke did? Native son.
But they betrayed their city for the city they were in originally.
Hey, yeah,
let's
don't.
not do
Let's
that.
not.
Let's
Let's come
not
on.
do that.
But there is a caveat. They did betray their city for the city they originally betrayed.
Yeah, they're a double betrayer.
They actually were in Cleveland first before anything, just so you guys know.
Yeah, but I mean, nobody remembers them in Cleveland.
I know,
Right.
I know.
That's
Boy,
like
that's
Charger
important
fans telling me
background.
that they
You
were
gotta
once in
remember,
L.A.
Cleveland got screwed.
Yeah, Cleveland did get screwed.
Right, and Cleveland really got screwed more by when they went to the Ravens. That was more like their thing.
Yeah, they've been screwed since they got back. It's pretty much the situation.
Well, that too.
So, Julian, are you just so I understand this, a little bit of background here, are you a lifelong Charlotte guy, or is this like, did you move there for work? I just need to kind of know where you're coming from here. Like, what is your emotional connection?
Do you want the tail of the tape? Is that what you want here?
I need to know.
It's the pre-interview interview.
Because, Julian, I will tell you that for me, I'll offer this to you. You ready? For me, I'm a Rams fan for a variety of reasons. I'll give them to you like this.
Mostly because you get in the suite every week.
Well, no, but you got to go back to when the Rams were moving back to L.A. Right. Because when the Rams were moving back to L.A. and the Chargers then said that they're going to move to L.A., I said, okay, the way to hurt the Chargers is to become a Rams fan. So that was my original entree into becoming a Rams fan. Then, early on, when I was still working in San Diego, I helped put the Rams on our radio station in San Diego because, again, I wanted to hurt the Chargers, so we put the Rams broadcasts on the radio station I used to work for down in San Diego. All these years later, now I work for 710. We're the official partner of the Rams. To George's point, I have access to our suite every week, which is lovely. But then my best friend, Julian, my best friend who was the offensive coordinator of the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots, he got fired in both jobs, and now he works for the coaching staff for the Rams. So now I'm very emotionally attached to the Rams.
Yeah.
So this
first
is my
you were
history.
Company man. Now you're just leaning into the friendship. I understand the aspect.
Right. How about you for the Panthers?
I thought people in L.A. were just like actually USC fans, but I guess everyone's just pissed off at Lincoln Riley and Jim Cohen right now. So I guess they're just jumping on the Rams at this point in time.
Well, I think that the Rams have done a fantastic job, truth be told, over the course of the last, call it 10 or so years, of really embedding themselves into the L.A. community. Part of that is winning a Super Bowl in your home stadium. But since the Super Bowl, in this Matthew Stafford era where everybody now has a real top-level quarterback, and you've got a coach that everybody loves, and you've got players that are homegrown like a Puka Nacua that people can grab onto, and you give up on a guy like Cooper Kupp, who can still play, obviously, and you get a Devontae Adams, you upgrade. So I just think that the L.A. sports community has fallen in love with the Rams. So that's kind of why I'm giving you all of my background of my Rams passion. What is your story with Charlotte and with the Panthers?
Well, born and raised here in Charlotte, back in '93. Team came around in '95. My parents actually went to the first Panthers game down in Atlanta when Frank Reich, who was the head coach here briefly, was the starting quarterback that day. So, yeah, I went to games back when they were at Clemson that first year. I've been going to what was then Ericsson Stadium, now Bank of America Stadium, pretty much my entire life up until I moved up to Connecticut there and worked with your boy George for a little bit. So, yeah, I've been a guy who's gone at pretty much all these games since I was a kid. We sat with Section 119, was there in 03 opening day when Jake Delhomme came in at halftime for Rodney Peete, former, of course, USC Trojan, and led them back, took them to the Super Bowl. My dad and I actually went to the Super Bowl back in 03 down in Houston. That is what was Reliant Stadium at that day. And, Adam Vinatieri ruining our Sunday. And then we had to fly back, red-eye of all those Pats fans was not a great day. But, been around the city my whole life, aside from, living in Connecticut, Nashville briefly, then coming back here a couple years ago. So,
those old teams you were talking about, that Super Bowl team, my friend John Fox, longtime, friend of mine, was the coach of that team. And I had some guys who I played college ball with who played for the Carolina Panthers. Sean Gilbert, who had a great NFL career, and a defensive back by the name of Steven Israel, who still lives there in the Charlotte area. And they've been hitting me up this week about the Rams coming into town and am I coming to visit and so on and so forth. So looking forward, though, to going back and forth with you tomorrow, Julian. And by the way, you got to thank your boy Sedano, because if it's not for Sedano, this thing isn't happening between the two of us tomorrow.
There's some
kid,
guy, Walker Mel Walker, whatever his name is.
Right, Mel's
Wesley
Diner
Walker,
or something or other. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you guys ever want to talk Hornets? I can set you up with Walker. Still a great guy.
No, I never want to talk Hornets.
I do, George. I want to talk Hornets.
No, you don't. I don't want to talk Hornets. I just want to pretend like they're not here anymore. As far as I'm concerned, the NBA left Charlotte in 2002 and it never came back.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
It's that
well,
bad.
look, they could be a serious franchise if they want to. They've got some young pieces.
No, they couldn't. No, they couldn't.
But
You
if they want to, they'd have to make one specific move, and then I think they could be a serious franchise.
What is that one specific move?
Yes, get rid of LaMelo Ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
The great Julian Council. He will be on tomorrow morning with this Yahoo Sports Extravaganza with Scott Kaplan, and I'm sure we will recap it all tomorrow. The Prize Picks Power Hour rolls on. Julian, have a great day, and good luck tomorrow with Cappy.
You're a good guy, Julian. You're a very good guy. Just like Goldfarb's a good guy, I'm a good guy, you're a good guy.
Cappy, nice to meet you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. George, always good to talk to you.
See you, brother.
The Prize Picks Power Hour, thanks to Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in windups after you play your first $5 windup. That's code CAPPY to get $50 in windups after you play your first $5 windup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right, gentlemen. Why don't we take a 2-minute timeout?
I just have one quick question.
Why
Chris,
didn't you ask us in 2 minutes?
I know this is important.
Okay.
How come you never said, "Oh, Julian"?
Because he did in the YouTube chat was saying a lot of it. He sounded CY-esque, but I didn't know if I just come out of nowhere and go, "Oh, Julian," then he thinks I'm making fun of his name.
It's weird.
Yeah.
And that's not fun when you have to do. Why is the camera so close on me?
I
When
know
I'm doing
we
the
are
read?
in
Oh
your
my
beak,
God.
bro. We are all up in your beard.
Guys, are we paying attention back there? What are we doing? Like you're doing a nose cam
The
on
nose
me?
cam, yeah.
Wow. You're getting extra
New
close
for
ups
2026.
It was really close up. Anyway, yeah, I didn't feel that would have thrown everything off. Sedano's got a relationship with him. You're kind of going Cappy cast on him. I just let you guys do your thing.
Clearly, we're going to be best friends after tomorrow.
Well, I think that we're going to come in early, Lindsay and I, and roll on this thing and try to cut up some of the best moments so that we can continue the conversation about this 10-minute Yahoo Sports Extravaganza.
We can pay off with an hour for a 10-minute conversation.
All right, we continue. The Prize Picks Power Hour, 2 minutes from right now on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on your Wednesday on ESPN LA.
What's good? It's your boy, Producer D, DeAndre Hawkins from the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. And I've been lucky enough to host Lakers Talk Daily on our ESPN LA YouTube channel for the last year. But big news, starting Thursday at 11 a.m., a new era of Lakers Talk Daily. Now, all the way live. That's right, baby. Each weekday at 11 a.m., we're talking purple and gold live on the ESPN LA YouTube channel. I'm a ball knower, and I'll be ready to talk Lakers with you every day, starting Thursday. Lakers Talk Daily live at 11 a.m. on the ESPN LA YouTube channel. For all you ball knowers, come support your boy, and I'll talk to you on Thursday.
The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show is going electric. Well, at least Travis is.
We got our e-bikes.
You did?
We did.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got pictures?
No, but I rode it again today. It's awesome, DeMarco.
Fat tires?
Fat tires.
Okay,
How
nice.
fast does it go? The top speed on these bikes is almost 30 miles an hour.
Oh, you're moving.
It's great. From my garage door, I can be down at the beach in 10 minutes on
Snap.
this bike.
There you go. I like it.
Awesome. And it has an insulated cooler bag on it.
Oh, look at you. I knew it.
I'm just throwing it out
fancy.
there that if you had something that you'd like to keep cold, I got a bag for it.
Something. We should get him a license plate. Like a personalized license plate to hang off the
Sweet
back.
tea.
Yes.
I like that.
And a
Sweet
horn.
tea. It has a bell.
It has a bell?
It has a bell.
I need a horn, though.
From the latest sports talk to fun e-bike adventures, it's the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m. on ESPN LA.
Your Lakers, your season, your home.
Tonight, the purple and gold invade the Alamo City and come face to face with the Spurs.
Here come the Lakers into the front court, trailing by 2. LeBron attacks the rim, drives to the hoop, lay it up and in.
It's Lakers versus Spurs from San Antonio. Coverage begins tonight at 5 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app. You're hanging out with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
By the way, speaking of tap it, go tap the like button, you mongrels.
Yeah, tap that like button, mongrels.
Let's go.
More Sedano and Kap right now.
We're playing Ellie Goulding again because I didn't have a record queued up. That happens sometimes. I was lost in the Julian Council conversation.
Oh, Julian.
Oh, Julian. 9:35, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, the Prize Picks Power Hour. I mentioned this earlier on this day in 2015. Ellie Goulding released the song Love Me Like You Do. And if you're hearing it for the first time, well, guess what? It's new to you, sucker.
Yeah, you doing that bit again?
I didn't have it queued up. I just said that.
We know what you said. But when everybody else does that, you always say, wait, you're doing that bit again.
Yeah,
so
I
we're
am.
giving it back to you. It's okay.
Yeah.
You
What
can
is this,
take it.
Tulsa?
Yeah, you're
Actually,
a big
based
boy.
on the segment we just did, yes.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Not Tulsa, Charlotte.
At least we know we can make it happen at WFNZ in Charlotte, if need be. Maybe we'll have Craig by that station, too.
Not a bad call.
Yeah, you know. Although apparently the Hornets are that bad that the show's not even good, the Locked On show.
They just beat
I'm
the
sure the
Nuggets.
show is fine. I just wouldn't want to talk about the Hornets every day.
They just beat the Thunder.
Oh.
Right?
So it's January,
Yeah,
man.
right. Well, to your point earlier, anybody can beat anybody in January.
Well, Walker Mell's going to be talking about that today on Locked On Hornets. Eh?
LaMelo Ball had a crazy shot that did not have gotten.
Today's also National Bobblehead Day.
Got a bunch of them sitting right here, right next to me.
Where's my bobblehead? Oh, I think it's in there.
So, Cappy, did I black-handed everybody into the Yahoo segment?
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable that Sedano on the road in San Antonio working an NBA telecast for ESPN is producing a segment on Yahoo.
Yeah. That's how the Black Hand has a long reach.
I guess so, man.
I feel like you righted it wrong, though. You know, they were going with the Hornets guy.
They were going to go with the Hornets guy.
Yeah.
No offense
Right.
to the Hornets guy, but I mean, geez.
I mean, I can just say this. Goldfarb is happy. Julian is happy. I'm happy.
The
Morales
Mongrels will
and-
watch, I'm sure.
Right, Lindsay and Morales are happy because who the hell knows what I'm going to say and what that might turn into on this show. And the only guy that's not happy in this whole situation is the guy who owns Mel's Diner.
By the way, real quick, I got to read a few things.
Oh, go ahead.
First off, the Mongrels in the YouTube chat are asking about DeAndre because we played a promo. So starting tomorrow at 11 a.m., Lakers Talk Daily will now be like the Blue Review with Bergie, where it's live every weekday at 11 a.m. with DeAndre. So support your boy, the ball knower himself, DeAndre Hawkins, Young D, who used to be with us in the afternoon, now
So
still
11.
part of the
So
11
there'll be
a.m.
an hour break between the shows?
Yes.
Okay.
So there you go. Meanwhile, Monday, January 12th, coming up, ESPN LA is taking over the Kings game. The Kings host the Dallas Stars at 7 p.m., and the festivities start with Steve Mason, if he gets his voice back. Is he coming in today?
No, he's not coming in today.
There's
Singing
no
the
way
na-
he's going to be able to do it.
Well, let's.
How did my voice survive after a rough 15 minutes and like his is still not back?
He's going to a doctor today and getting some steroids.
Going to Joe Sugarman, who's very good at this stuff. Steve Mason singing the national
just
anthem.
get some prednisone, man.
Prednisone
he's
takes
getting,
care of everything.
He's getting steroids.
As Dr. Clapper said yesterday on the show, you don't have a bone in your throat. It's not easy to fix. Then Scott Kaplan.
Okay.
I'm going to leave that one alone. Thank you for not touching that.
Yeah.
Everybody was
Me
quiet
too.
right after
Yeah,
that.
right.
He did
Me
say
too.
that. I didn't make that up.
Yeah, okay. If
Then
you say so.
Cappy's going to be skating with the official ice crew. He's going to be an ice scraper. And then DeMarco Farr is going to be on the Zamboni waving to all of you. That's Monday night.
Cappy.
ESPN LA night is coming to Crypto.com Arena for Kings Night.
But can we just pause on that for a second? Here's the thing. Bergie sent out a company-wide email inviting everybody to ESPN night, and he actually said
Did
in
you send out the
email-
one about paying for the vending machine?
No, because I was told not to. But
Oh,
I
you
will,
were?
I will, yeah.
Oh, who
Why,
were you
is there-
told not
is
to?
there a controversy?
No, it was Steffa.
Oh.
Yeah.
She told you not to.
We discussed it.
So she disagreed with what Tommy said.
Oh, I didn't know about that part. So
What
I
did
will
Tommy
send it out
say?
today.
Well, when I told you to send it out, that was via Tommy.
I did not know it was via Tommy. I will send it out today.
All right.
Okay. Bergie sent out an email saying, hey, so, Mason's going to sing the national anthem and DeMarco's going to ride on the Zamboni. And then he very specifically said, and Cap is going to be scraping the ice for the entire game.
It actually says scrapper.
Oh, it does?
An ice scraper. Yeah.
Ice
it says
scrapper.
ice scraper.
Ice scrapper.
Did I put 2 piece?
You did.
No.
But
Wow,
why
look
would
at
they
Lindsay
say-
taking a shot at Bergie's spelling. Wow.
I only noticed it because I was confused for a second. I was like, oh, yeah, the scraping
But Cappy,
thing.
we already went over this yesterday. You're in for the whole game.
I don't think I can do it.
What do you mean? You just
'Cause then
skate
the
out
next
there
day-
for a few minutes.
The next day I'm going to be like, oh, my God, I'm so freaking sore, man. I was at that game all night last night, and I was skating all over the place. Why do I got to do the whole game? Why can't I do, like, the first period?
I don't know. Just do what you want. I really don't care.
Yeah, there you go. Meet that. Good. Thank
Take
you.
this up with Zamboni. This was his bit.
Oh, it's a Zamboni issue.
All this means is I have to do more stuff. Is I got to go to the Kings game now. I got to wear Kings stuff. Like, I just want to go to sleep and lay with Otis the Bunny and be left alone. Honestly. 3 days in, I'm already burned out.
Why don't you bring Otis the Bunny to the ESPN night at the Kings game?
She has no interest, just like I have no interest.
You
Mike
have no
Altieri, the SVP of the Kings, who gets nothing done. All he worries about is styling his hair. I'm done with all of it. Can't get Marty McSorley to show up. Luke Robitaille keeps talking about the same bit. I'm done with all of it. So you want to scrape for one period, go ahead. We're trying to make something nice for you and Cappy. You're like, oh, it's going to be too much. Then don't do it. Easy, done.
George, my bracelet says WWJD. What would Jorge do? George Sedano, I'm putting it to you.
Yeah.
Do I scrape ice for 3 straight periods?
Well, here's the thing. You did really make a huge deal for a long time about wanting to be one of the scrapers.
Correct.
So then to just do it for a period is kind of – I would be annoyed if I were the station. He's like, bro, you made a huge deal for months about wanting to be one of these guys, and now you just want to do it for one period?
How about 2 periods?
I mean, if you're going to commit to the bit.
Yeah, but how do I then heroically show up in the 710 suite?
Nobody's going to be in the 710 suite. You're obsessed with the suite.
Where's everybody going to be?
He really likes those chicken fingers.
Yeah, they're good.
That's at the Rams
So how about
game.
this?
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you realize this, but they play a 20-minute period, which is really like 30 minutes.
Right.
You can go up and down and get some chicken fingers.
There are no chicken fingers at the crypto suite. That's at the Rams suite.
There are tacos, though.
Okay, I don't care. Honestly, choke on a taco, and I'll replace you with Mike Trudell in 30 seconds.
Why don't you replace me with Julian Council?
No, I will not do that.
You will not do that, huh?
No. He needs about 10 more years of radio school.
Okay, gotcha.
Don't they have multiple ice scrapers? Like
Yes,
a dozen
he's
of
not
them?
the only guy. He's part of a team.
Right.
Mostly girls.
So you're going to let the team down if you leave early, Cap.
I mean, to Sedano's point, Cappy, you brought this up for months. Zamboni makes it happen.
He did make
Already
it happen.
Luke Robitaille's like, wait a minute, is Mason sick? Because Luke came on yesterday. I'm like, well, Mason went home. It's just me and Ireland. And he's like, well, wait a minute, is Mason not singing the national anthem? We've moved mountains to make this Kings Night happen with ESPN LA. And now you're already like, oh, I only want to do it for 10 minutes. Then don't do it at all.
Boy, you are right. You see, unlike you, I am going to remain peaceful and calm for as long as I can.
But I don't know what you want from us. You wanted to do it. We made it happen.
Yeah.
Now you're saying, oh, I don't really want to do it.
No, I do want to do it. I just don't know if I want to do it the whole game.
Well, what did you think?
What if
you were
I'm not
signing
good
up
at
for?
it? What if I'm not good?
I think that's the funny part.
Oh, let me ask you a question. Is DeMarco doing the Zamboni between the first and the second and the second and the
He's
third?
doing the pregame and the first period one, or the first intermission one. So twice, I think. Or one of them. Or whatever.
I'll do it the whole game if you'll skate with me in the third period.
I'm not skating at all.
Come
I'm
on,
not going.
get on the ice
I'm
with
not
me.
going to be part of this.
Yeah, you can.
There's no requirement for me to go to this.
So you're not going to go?
I don't really want to, frankly.
You hear that, George? Do you hear what he just said? Rather than being there to support his friends, his familia from the Sedano and Kap
I don't
morning
think Chris
show?
needs to be at everything.
But Sedano's not going to be there. Lindsay's
Why
not
not?
going to be there.
Why
Jorge's
not?
not going to be there.
Why not?
I don't know if Bergie's going to be there, but
I'm going to be hosting
Okay.
an event for the National Basketball Association.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Where at?
In Miami, actually.
Oh, okay. So you're out of town. You got a legit excuse.
They're having a corporate event with Chewy. Not Lindsay's dog, but the pet company.
I was like,
I was going to say.
Okay.
Woohoo.
No, but the other Chewy, the pet company.
Got it. So, Bergie, you're going to come support me.
I am going to come support you.
And, Chris, you're not going to come support me?
I don't know.
That hurts, man.
I'm going to be up in the suite. You're down on the floor. How am I supporting you? You're on the
Well,
ice.
just clap for him and wave like Pepe
Yeah,
does.
right. I'll wave to you. Hey, I'm down here on the ice. I made
Originally,
it.
we wanted to put Pepe on the Zamboni and have him wave to everybody because the bit is
That
people
would be
wave
good.
back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then I would have made sure that Iceman, who's the character who drives the Zamboni, pushes Pepe off onto the ice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that
That's
would have been a
not
fun
nice.
bit.
That sounds
He's
dangerous.
old. Why are you crazy? What are you doing that for?
I don't know. To entertain myself.
What if he breaks
That's
like a hip or
why
something?
I do all of this.
Jorge Briones, you won't come and support me on Monday night?
No, I got any other day, as John would say.
Really?
Yeah, I'm busy. I'm doing something else that night.
Oh, really?
How about the
What do you-
mongrels support you,
Yeah.
Cappy?
Yeah. Any mongrels want to come out and support us? I mean, it's unbelievable.
Join
Now, I do
ESPN
know.
LA.
I do know that DeAndre asked about coming, so I think he's going to come.
Okay,
I think
that's my
Laura,
brother right there.
Laura might come.
That's my
I sent
sister.
it out to every content teammate yesterday.
No, but yesterday they specifically asked
Yeah, I
me
saw
about
Berg's
it.
email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't send the one about the vending thing, but that's okay.
It's being done
What
right
vending thing?
now. Don't worry about it. It's
Yeah,
coming-
let me hear about it.
you'll read it.
Well,
in
actually,
a
no.
moment.
Don't send it out yet. Now I got to find out more information about why we weren't going to send it out in the first place.
What
So just
happened?
pause. Just pause.
I'm just getting it.
Let's take a deep breath for once, everybody.
I think you need a deep breath.
No, you know what? I need a new career. I realize that.
What do you think you're going to do next? What do you think? What do you
Anything
think's
but
next
this,
for you?
I think.
Okay, but let me ask you something. When you get into your new career,
Yeah.
and I encourage this for you.
Yes.
It's growth. When you get into your new career,
I also will say this. I've
Yeah.
been sitting on a scraper for about 20 minutes, so I think that's why I'm in a bad mood.
Hey, can we read
Well,
the
then
calendar
go.
today?
So just
No.
go,
Yeah,
man.
read the-
No,
read
no,
this
wait.
one.
Let it go, man.
Yeah, you need
Let
to
it go.
you need
No.
to read this what
Really?
the small stuff today.
It's-
You
No.
need it today.
Oh, yeah, we got to read that.
Yeah.
But first, we have a lot to do. So, let's talk about our friend Jacob Emrani.
Okay, we can do
I'd
that.
love to. I would love to do that.
Well, it's very simple, Cappy. Happy New Year, Jacob wants everybody to know. And as we roll into 2026, we're wishing you a year of full wealth, success, and good news only. But if this is the year that you end up in a car accident or get hurt because someone else was careless, we want you to know that we really understand what it means when the law office of Jacob and Ronnie say no fees unless you win. It's very simple, Cappy. When you call Jacob, he's the one taking the risk, not you.
Yeah. So think about that. No fees unless you win, which means that Jacob fronts the costs of fighting your case. You don't owe attorney's fees unless he wins money for you. And if there is no recovery, you do not pay those attorney's fees. That is how confident Jacob is that he'll take on your case.
And the phone call, obviously, is the first part of the equation here. When you call into his office, it's completely risk-free. When you dial that new number, 800-345-6789, and you get a free consultation and a free case evaluation. You can ask questions, tell them what happened, and find out where you really stand.
Yeah, because the lawyers at the law office of Jacob and Ronnie, they're not there to overpromise or to tell you what you want to hear. They're there to review your case, to look at the facts, to make sure that they can actually help you before they commit to representing you, because that's honesty. That is respect. That is why people trust Jacob.
So remember, Jacob has been helping injured people since 1996, and he's here for you in 2026. And look, that new easy number for you to remember is very simple, as we mentioned. It's 800-345-6789. Think of it in order. 800-345-6789. Save it in your phone. Do it now, so you're not scrambling after a crash. So if you're hurt this year, make a risk-free call. Call 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Or visit calljacob.com. Call Jacob. He takes the risk so you can focus on healing.
All right.
Amen to that.
All right, don't sweat the small stuff today for Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. I need a theme song for this. I think I'm going to use the Highway to Heaven theme.
Oh.
But we'll get that for tomorrow. That's fine. Actually, let me find it
Wait,
real
how
quick.
does that go? The
Yeah, hold
highway
on.
to
Stand by.
heaven?
Give me 30
It goes
seconds.
like this. Highway to heaven.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, I thought that was highway to hell.
That is.
My bad, y'all.
Just give me a second. Phil, can somebody fill for 30 seconds?
Isn't it Michael Landon?
Yeah.
Yeah. So exactly. Like the guy
That
from
was-
Little House on the Prairie.
Yes.
41 years old.
Great hair.
Yeah.
Great hair
And-
from Michael Landon.
Yeah.
Hey, George, any report yet? I don't know if you're following or not. Any report yet on if Wemby's going to play tonight? Because I'm
Not
telling
yet.
you right now,
Cappy.
that's got to he got to play. It's the freaking Lakers are coming to your house. It's LeBron James. It's Luka Doncic. You got to play if you're Wemby.
Oh, here's
I
the
think
Highway to Heaven thing.
I think he wants to play. I don't think that it's necessarily on him.
Time for the Don't Sweat the Small Stuff calendar for today, Wednesday, January 7th. Don't sweat the small stuff. So many people spend so much of their life energy. Let me start over. So many people spend so much of their life energy, quote, sweating the small stuff that they completely lose touch with the magic and beauty of life. When you commit to working toward this goal, you will find that you have far more energy to be kinder and gentler.
It's good advice. A kinder and gentler Morales.
I tried to be for 2 days.
I know.
Well, actually, no,
annoying.
I started after Thanksgiving. And
Yeah,
yesterday, I was so annoyed by so many things that I realized, is it even worth it?
So what sets you off?
Oh, that list is a long one.
But what I really want to know is what is your next career? And when you get into the next career, don't you think you'll have the same problems, that you'll lose your mind quickly and then you'll just start doing what you do, and that you, really changing careers isn't going to change the issue. The issue is you, no?
Well, I could take when I was in the hospital, I almost died. I could take 2 years off of just doing nothing if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
And
Got
then
that kind of cash, huh?
Well, I don't live a very over the top, and my family has invested well. And way back when, my grandfather made sure that property was invested in, all that stuff.
Okay.
The Italian stallion takes care of a lot of things around the property. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, my point being is I figure if I take a couple of years and just hang out with Otis the bunny and Stephanie, and then 2 years from now, figure out what's going on.
Gives you a lot of time. You could write a book.
Yeah.
You could read a book.
We'll start a new adventure because this place will go under. So, there you go.
Wait a second. What do you mean? You
So
mean
you're
going
to leave us behind just like Cappy's going to leave the ice scrapers
No,
behind.
I'm exactly implying that without me, this place is done.
Right.
So then we'll start a new thing. We'll call it K-Cap.
Wait, but that's not just an implication. You're not just implying
I'm doing
that
a
ESPN
funny bit.
710
Obviously,
falls apart.
Contractually, I can't really go anywhere, and I do think that Evan Cohen, Sam Pines, and Craig Karmazin would have me whacked if I went anywhere. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm just annoyed and frustrated, and I desperately have to scrape.
So
and
go
I'm not
scrape.
going to go now because I'm not going to do that to Jorge where he has to run everything because tomorrow I got to run everything because Jorge's off. So let's just finish it out. Come up with something other than Julian Council in Carolina.
I don't know, but I will tell you this. I, too, have been
Whoa.
holding on. Whoa.
It's a shot.
What?
For
Oh, no, I was just
unnecessarily.
being funny now.
Oh. I, too, have been holding on for dear life.
We can
just
play
so you
Ellie
know.
Goulding for 3 minutes if you want. I mean,
It's a good
Hey,
song.
I could play a really funny call from the Auburn game last night when
Let's
they
do it.
thought they won. Okay.
What Auburn game?
This is from the Auburn Tigers
Hey,
Sports
everybody.
Network.
It's like
From
a
the
college basketball game.
Yeah.
I don't know if you realize they're playing those these days.
Yes,
Yeah,
they're,
really.
they're playing that against Texas A&M last night, and here is the final play of the game.
For the Tigers. Run a wheel, kind of gets everybody in motion. Throws to midcourt. Got a shot at it. 3 to win it. Yes. Yes. Auburn wins. Auburn wins. Murphy hit the three. The Tigers win. Yes. The Tigers win. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Murphy. Oh my goodness. From just inside. Oh my goodness. Knocked it home. What a shot. The Tigers win. What a shot. The Tigers win. Unbelievable! Magnificent Murphy comes through! Murphy caught it and shot it! A three-pointer to win it! Game is over. Game over. And they didn't give it to him. He didn't get rid of it in time. No. And Texas A&M wins.
that's an amazing call. Now, that made me happy. That was worth it all.
Oh, no.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Oh, no.
That was
Texas,
great.
Texas A&M wins it.
That was hilarious.
You should see the video.
That was amazing.
Those poor guys, they had the kids behind them try to storm the court, and they're screaming like this, trying to hold the kids back. And then at the end, everyone's just like, oh, no.
That's funny.
That is awesome.
That was awesome.
That is hilarious.
I had a big whole food salad last night with a lot of beets in there, and I think it's percolating now.
Yeah, it's probably why you need to scrape so bad. You know?
And I had it late, too.
Oh, really?
And by the way, I went for a long downtown L.A. walk thinking that
by
I would call
yourself?
by myself.
Were you
And here-
packing?
But no, here's the thing. At one point, I hate to take the Cappy side on this thing.
Yeah.
I found myself in Museum Row about 7:45, but nothing was going on in downtown last night. So the streets were eerily calm, and I realized I'm the only one on Museum Row, and there's nobody else around. And I was like, maybe this wasn't my best decision of the night because I'm out there by myself. And, like, if something happened, like, nothing, like, nobody would know. I could have just disappeared, and nobody would have ever known.
Right. I mean, you could have fallen, couldn't get up. You could have walked off a curb.
The cardiac kid took it strong. I went up that hill like a champ.
Yeah,
Got
but
that
like-
heart rate up to 160. I was beautiful.
Yeah, but when you walk off a curb and a car is turning right,
That
but
is
you need
true.
to look to your left and your left eye doesn't work anymore.
Yes.
That could have, without me being there to walk you like a dog, you're taking your life in your hands, pal.
I was deep. I walked by the Earl. They were closed. I sent you that picture of the Earl.
The Duke, yeah. The Duke of Earl, man.
All right, let's hit the Prize Picks Power Hour. Pick of the day music, please. It is time for the Prize Picks Pick of the Day with Cappy. Thanks to Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y, to get $50 in windups after you play your first $5 windup. That's code Cappy to get $50 in windups after you play your first $5 windup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right, Cappy.
So today, when you open up the Prize Picks app, you're going to notice that it's going to give you a $20 protected play, which means that you tap in on the promos tab, you opt into the protected play, you create your lineup up to $20, and then you make sure that the box is checked in your lineup under promotions, and then you enter your lineup, and you're all ready to go. And there's a chance for you to win even more money. So you make sure you click on My Promos. But George, as for tonight, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Lakers and the Spurs. And I want you to tell me what you think. You ready?
Sure.
Okay, so I want to see. So LeBron tonight. You ready?
Yeah.
LeBron, 5.5 3-pointers attempted as a possibility.
Oh, yeah. More on that.
Okay. How about 1.5 blocks and steals? I'm just trying to look at something other than, scoring.
I don't know about that one, Kevin.
Okay,
I'm
how about
41 years old.
How about Luka last night with a block shot? What do you think about Luka for more or less than half of a block shot?
No, I don't love Luka as a block shot candidate.
How about Luka tonight for 35.5 points, more or less?
I mean, he's pretty much doing that every night. So.
All right, I'll take him for
Sedano throwing a lot of cold water on your stuff.
Yes, he is. How about
No.
How
I'm just
about
saying
Wemby?
Wemby?
Okay, I'll give you Wemby. 4.5 3-pointers attempted.
Victor for 3. Wee-wee.
Trying to think. Sure.
How about Victor Wembanyama, 23.5 points and assists combined, more or less?
23.5 points and assists combined?
Uh-huh.
That one's tough.
Do you like Victor for 20.5 points, more or less?
Yes.
How about Victor Wembanyama, points, rebounds, assists for 34.5, more or less? Points, rebounds, assists, 34.5?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think so,
All right.
Kevin.
All right, I'm going to go with more on this scoring. All right, here's my card for today, everybody. I got LeBron for more than 5.5 3-pointers attempted. I've got Luka for more than 35.5 points, and I've got Wemby for more than 20.5 points. It's a 3-pick power play, $20 to win 120, and I'm submitting my lineup right now.
Okay, great.
Thank you, Cappy. The Prize Picks Power Hour pick of the day.
Mm-hmm.
It is now time for the Dealer's Choice Real Deal, brought to you by Sellers Advantage. Our friend Damon Wines, the CEO, want to sell your house? Before you call an agent, call Sellers Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com. DRE 0196-1658. I'm halfway out, Cappy.
Whoa, okay.
Oh, man. Whoa. Well, then I'll make this quick so we can get you to where you're going. Shout out to my main man, Adrian Gonzalez. Yesterday, George, I went over to have lunch with Adrian at his brand new Mexican restaurant concept. So he's got a pizza place called Sliceria, and right next door he's got a Mexican place called Tres Dos Tres.
Oh.
And let me tell you something. You guys have ever been to Chipotle, right? Where you walk in, you go, hey, I'll take the rice, I'll take the chicken, I'll take the beans, blah, blah, blah. Adrian's got a concept that is exactly what we're talking about here, okay? But the difference is it's so much more authentic, and like the flavors are so much more about his family's recipes. So it's Chipotle, only it's like real Mexican food. So I went there yesterday and had the lunch, and I had the rice and the beans and the chicken and the guac and this incredibly hot sauce that was making me sweat right down the side of my face. So shout out to Adrian Gonzalez. Check him out, giving him a little bit of love. The restaurant is called Tres Dos Tres. He's got one. He'll have 3 in the next 3 months. So congratulations, Adrian, and the place was bomb. Thank you.
Well, that does it. Good job, Cappy.
Now
A
you can
Wacky
go-
Wednesday
now you can go
is
do
in the
your thing.
books. We will see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. for a Thursday edition. I paused there to hit the post of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, and tomorrow will be special because we will have audio from Cappy's Yahoo Sports appearance. Hey, with Joy and Council talking Panthers Rams. We'll have that audio and we'll recap it all for the Thursday edition of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Watch Sedano tonight on ESPN, Lakers Spurs. We'll talk to you tomorrow, Mongrels. Have a great day. I got to go scrape.
Kyle Schwarber, who started the scoring with a home run in the fourth.
I was able to buy a sex toy in a Walmart.
If it's too wet, what happens?
Stuna. I've danced with the devil.
Big boy.